something like that, I think.
I was also saw. I saw like football, like those football commercials for NFL football films. I saw a commercial for that, and it actually featured John Madden. It actually featured John Madden. I'm just like, yes, John Madden, yes. Thank you. I want to see it.
Hey folks, John Madden here with the trampoline. You just jump on it, and all of a sudden the springs break.
Oh no, John Madden! I could not.
Don't laugh at him. He's just out of practice.
God damn it,
Hey folks, I'm not fat. I'm fluffy.
No, that's Gabriel Iglesias. He's fluffy. I see him like as
Yeah, folks, I'm all muscle. It's just behind the fat right here.
I really want to make that commercial. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, John Madden should be the next Billy Mays. Hell, well, he was. Remember, he was doing. I saw he did like. Well, if you look at the quick popcorn popper, he was doing. Oh shit. Okay, he was doing fries. He was doing Miller Lite commercials and Ace Hardware and boom, tough acting connected. You know, he was doing those.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My favorite, like I said, one of my favorite commercials. It was the Miller Lite commercial where dude, like people are at a bar, right? It's like a sports bar, and he comes fucking Kool-Aiding through the goddamn wall, like if he was a Kool-Aid man. He's like, "Hey, folks," you know, and he goes up to the bar, and the bartender's like, "Hey, next time use the door." He's like, "Hey, no problem." And at the end of the commercial, he just busts right through the fucking door. He doesn't even open it.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
John Madden's a fucking treasure, man.
Hey guys, what is going on? It is the Pain and Gain podcast. Pain and Gain podcast, episode number 94. What an episode and what a treat we have for you all tonight. I got some amazing topics, and we got the return of Slideshow Lucas.
So, and you know what? This thing took me about 15, 20 minutes because I had to load up not only all the photos that I sent on the text, but all the other photos that came along with it in between. So, and this is almost 2 months in the making.
Yeah, I can actually attest to that.
Even
I really want to pickle Rick shirt.
Jerome, quit blowing up my fucking phone.
Yeah, seriously. Like I was literally like, I got up one morning, and I noticed I had like 46 messages on Facebook, and I'm just like, it's too fucking early for this shit, man. Oh.
I don't know if you can hear this.
Oh
wait, I don't know if you can hear this through my headset. Let me see if you can hear. Hold on. Tell me if you can hear this.
A bit. I hear a little bit.
I'm not even sure. I can't even hear jack shit. But okay.
Okay, never mind. That was Doom guy saying "fuck you, asshole."
I
was wondering why the square. I was wondering why the square was blank. That's because there was a soundbite.
Oh God. But yeah, folks, we got lots to talk about tonight. So, Shano, introduce yourself, Pip Daddy of Heimlich County. How are your hosts today?
We don't talk about that. We're not here to talk shop.
Aww.
You wait until the show's done. Anyways, hello everybody. Welcome to the Pain and Gain podcast, where we're all here sitting today having a good time. And trust me, this is the only show on the internet where we refer to forks as stabby grabbies.
Stabby crab.
What, you don't refer to your forks as that? God, you guys are weird. Anyways, there's a lot of stuff that I've got on for today and tonight, I should say. That, you know, I'm going to go ahead and just save it for when I'm ready to roll, just so that we're not, you know, wasting time. Don't worry, I'm not going to be jumping out of the window on you guys now. Don't worry. I'm sticking around. So, but I know that Slideshow Lucas is a big thing, and apparently a lot of people have been looking forward to. We don't want to waste time, so let's do it.
Yeah, this is why we prepared for Monday, because we wanted to make sure Mr. Garrison was part of this. Because he's
I wonder why. I already know what he's going to be pulling off later on, this son of a bitch. And by the way, Shano, he had to leave, wasn't last night on Skype, because, you know, the connection and the network on his phone and whatnot. It's kind of a pain in the butt, though. Hey guys, Washington here. And Christine says Gary's lickablicious. Oh my God!
Is that like some new like sauce for like chicken, lickalicious?
Yeah, you know, kind of sauce. Working sauce.
I would buy that in a heartbeat. You have no idea.
That should be his new barbecue sauce.
That's what I was saying before.
The young assassin Arkansas.
That's what I've been saying the entire time. Is that we came up with a product.
Yes, Austin's going to happen every week. That's for
sure. Wait, is that going to happen every week? Oh, excuse me. Austin, the tripod Putnam, executive producer Jerome Latimer. All right, yeah, Colorado. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to Pain and Gain, episode 94. Introducing Shadow Mac Pimp Daddy's hustle them hoes. He'll keep you on the edge of your toes with this massive.
Dude, shit, you and your fucking noises.
Trick is to be spontaneous.
You know what's scary about Shane? And let me explain something here. Oh wait, you big shit. Goddamn right. I take shit's bigger than you, Austin. Anyways, you know what's okay? Yeah, you know how huge I am, right? I just got done doing a workout. I put some creatine and NOS in there. I'm all big and pumped up, and I can ready to beat some ass. And let's say me and Shane, it's like that episode, you know, the Wayne Brady and Dave Chappelle. You know how Wayne Brady, he's like all calm and collected and everything. And then all of a sudden, Shane's like, Romy, I need a little bit of money to buy the sandwich. Let me borrow $1 or $2? I was like, I can't. He's like, Romy, give me $1. I'm like, no. And then he comes up to me and he gives me that fucking sinister look like Ghost Rider. He's like, I should give me your fucking $1. I'm like, here you go. I'm sorry, G. He's like, thank you. Afterwards, he
yeah, no, we actually had that conversation before.
I know.
Jerome, just you understand that, you know, you value your legs and kneecaps very much so, right? You understand that this dollar is very important. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, you notice how most of the guys you don't want to fuck with are like the smart, quiet ones.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was brilliant. Oh my God, that was brilliant. Just how you said. God damn it, Shane.
Oh my God. I only have one topic, and that's a good thing for two reasons. One, this is something that's been prepared for almost 2 months, and two, I'm going to let the other two guys hit the spotlight shine right on top of them. So, let's begin.
Hey, you see my new henna tattoo that I got?
Is that a real one?
Henna. No, I am going to get a real one eventually. I am going to get a real one, probably for my birthday.
Oh, that looks like the one that wrestler, well, he passed away, may he rest in peace, Test from WWE.
Oh, yeah.
He had like a crucifix like that on his arm or something like that. That's where.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get a little thinner, though. I'm going to get it thinner and the end's probably a little bit bigger. That's what I'm probably looking at right now.
Yeah, I know you like them big.
Shut the fuck up.
I was talking about tits and ass, man. What do you get your head out of the gutter, asshole?
Oh. I thought you were thinking of something else.
Well, I was.
Thank you, Christine.
I did. I'm more fun.
Nah.
No. I said no. No. That scared the shit out of me, actually.
Again, spontaneous. You have to. Yeah, you can't be predictable.
Oh, Shane, by the way, since I sent you a couple of gaming topics, did you want to, whenever you feel like it, going over that one about that statistic?
I think I may. There's a lot that I found while I was at work. So,
okay.
Yeah, if it's not going to be this week, it's going to be next week. But
no worries.
So it'll probably be pretty quick because I mean, there's not much to say besides the fact that it's a lot of shit. But that's, anyways. Anyhow, there's a lot that has been going on. Not in the terms of mostly things being in the gaming news or anything like that, but rather just kind of interesting things I found on the internet while I was, while at work. I don't got a whole lot to do. while I take care of stuff. So I peruse the internet for anything interesting, and believe me, there was quite a few things that I found. Let me see if I can grab a couple of them over here.
Lucas, I'm gonna beat your ass, boy.
Doing what?
Yeah, you dropping shit all the time with your fidget dildo.
It's a fidget spinner, you dumb shit. There's no dildos on there.
Well, same difference. It you know, it spins and it hits your clit. It's kind of like a flipper.
Someone could make a fidget spinner dildo, like a dildo fidget spinner. That would be interesting to see.
So one thing I found was people who shared their around the world who shared things that scream "I'm a tourist" in their towns. You know, the kind of people that you immediately know, like, yeah, you're definitely a tourist. Let's see. How about our first one? We're gonna start off in Phoenix, Arizona. Let's go hiking in 110-degree heat without a water bottle.
Yeah. Oh my God.
This person says, I'm not kidding. Phoenix gets tons of tourists who want to go hike, but they way underestimate our desert climate and go hike in the mountains totally unprepared. So many people end up needing helicopter rescues. It's ridiculous.
Why the fuck would you hike when it's 110 degrees in the first place?
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, no, it's part of the charm of Phoenix, Arizona. We have to go.
Yeah, and then you'd be walking into the light due to exhaustion.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like from Beavis and Butthead from Beavis and Butthead doing America.
Actually, yeah, that's actually a really good comparison.
The fun sucks.
well, look at you. Look like if Beavis and Butthead fucking had a.
You asshole.
Well, according to the people in D.C., standing on the left-hand side of the metro escalator definitely shows you're in fact a tourist. I wouldn't know. I've only been to D.C. twice, so I probably was one of those.
I have never been to Washington, D.C., so...
It's interesting. Most of the time I got smacked on the head with a snowball, but I hit the guy right in the mouth right afterwards, so that's cool.
Good.
It was a fun time. How about them lobsters in Florida? Oh, yes. We all know about these
lobsters.
People. Pale people saying that they don't need sunscreen because they quote-unquote tan well. Or seeing those same kinds of people at a restaurant looking as red as a lobster. It's true. Someone from Japan says pretty much if you're not Asian, it's a pretty big giveaway.
Yeah, Gary. Yeah, it's two reasons. Gary and
oh, in Texas, people wearing cowboy hats that don't go all out with their outfits. Sometimes the cowboy hat is worn just the wrong way. I didn't know there was different ways you could wear a cowboy hat.
Or better yet, the naked cowboy in New York.
Yeah, it was actually funny because I mentioned that before in a conversation. There's something to do with Final Fantasy, and like a friend of ours who was playing healer, basically stripped down to nothing but like boots, and he's got his like freaking healing staff. He's guys, look at my rod, and he puts on a freaking cowboy hat, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a fucking naked cowboy. Everyone was losing their shit.
Can you imagine if Lucas was a naked cowboy?
I don't think I could.
Damn it, Romy.
Except he'd be wearing a piñata.
Shut up. Lucas, do something.
Oh. Tell me where exactly did he made his mark on you?
For those who are going to L.A., if you're going to, you're definitely a tourist. Almost, according to this person, almost literally every other part of L.A. is better. As you mentioned before, Romy, I believe you said that Hollywood is in fact a dump.
Oh no! Here's the thing. I've been there before. That place is a fucking shithole.
Ah, yes. Yeah, I remember going in L.A. I was in a pretty bad part of town at one point, and every fiber of my being was saying, you shouldn't be here right now. Get the hell out. It was pretty bad. How about in New Orleans? The one way to tell that if you're definitely a tourist, if you're wearing beads even when it's not Mardi Gras.
Yeah, Lucas was wearing them. Lucas was wearing them. It's called anal beads.
God. Because you put that poor bastard who's freaking idiot who goes to Mardi Gras and is like throwing out anal beads towards people.
You know what, Lucas? Is that your leash? I mean, who the hell is walking you? A gimp?
Oh, look, it's Gimpy the Mardi Gras Gimp.
Show us your tits, Lucas.
40 likes, I'll do it. 40 likes, I'll take my shirt off. 40 likes, I'll take my shirt off.
Get this thing to 20 likes, like we do Flicks with Dicks, and look at the shirt comes off.
Fine, I'll do 25. Fine, 25
okay.
likes.
I was gonna say.
Okay, you heard it.
I was gonna say Lucas isn't that easy, but okay, sure.
It ain't easy in the Big Easy in New Orleans. Woo! You like that, didn't you?
Some more giveaways in Hollywood, according to this individual, called Dinosaur Gay Like Me. Very interesting name, my friend. Living near Hollywood was always fun. The tourists took disappointed. Oh my god, I apologize. The tourists looked disappointed half the time, wearing matching T-shirts, scared of the homeless, stopping in the middle of the sidewalks to take pictures of the stars, smiling and waving to everyone, taking scam tour rides, looking for Beyonce, taking pictures with Superman in front of the Chinese theater, looking disappointed when the land of dream is a flaming dumpster pile. It's true. It's true. In Hawaii, almost anything. Hawaiian tourists aren't exactly hard to spot. Whether it's the Mustangs, the constant mispronunciations, the aggressively crimson sunburns, we've got it all.
What was it, Gabriel and I said this joke a while ago. It was like 59. Like Gabriel and Iglesias, when he went to Hawaii, he's like, oh my god, when I went to Hawaii, that place, it looks like a bunch of swolled up Mexicans.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, my family.
Oh, my family.
Yeah. Also, people in New York, anyone who's wearing a I Heart NYC shirt, yeah, definitely, that's a pretty damn big giveaway.
Well, better yet, it would have been funny if they wore a shirt that says I love LA. Just the irony.
What is this place? Phnom Penh? I don't know. They said this person says they live in Phnom Penh. I don't know how to. I'm probably butchering the shit out of that. I apologize. Somewhere in Asia. I don't know how to politely tell tourists, or as my old English literature teacher calls them, hippies who go to Asia seeking enlightenment, that they do not need to wear those baggy tribal pants and shirts. Let's see. This person doesn't necessarily state where they're from, but they say their little town doesn't usually get tourists in it. But we are 2 miles off the interstate, so if you're one of those gas stations there, you can tell who's a tourist, especially in the summer. It's the confused-looking people sitting in their packed SUVs.
Either that, or it's them reading a map.
That too.
And the thing is, if you live by a free, oh my god, I don't know. Sometimes you can cancel it out, sometimes you can't, but you'll constantly hear the traffic nonstop.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
In Chicago, people taking pictures of the skyline, and people taking pictures at a restaurant that have been featured on the Food Network or any Anthony Bourdain show.
Well, with the skyline, I mean, like, you know, they have some of the tallest buildings in the world. I can understand that.
That's true. That part is understandable. But the Food Network thing, yeah, that's probably something. Lucas, is that something you would do?
Dude, he'd be.
Gotta think about it for a minute.
Yeah, I had to think about it for a minute.
You know why he'd be taking so many? Dude, you know why he'd be taking so many photos of those restaurants that you see on the Food Network? Because he'd be beaten off to him so much that the pages would get stuck together.
Wait, what? How's that make sense? How do people get turned on by restaurants?
You love food, you dumb shit.
Dude, I was about to say.
I don't think I'm a food. I don't think I like food fetish. Maybe if it was whipped cream on a girl, but probably that's a thing.
Wait, excuse me. How can I help you now? What? Okay, you just got home. I'm trying to do a show here. This is one of my more anticipated shows, and here you are bothering me. Yeah, well, what?
Hi, Mom.
Shut up, you two.
Hi, Mom.
Would you two be quiet?
I'm saying hi to your mother.
Wait,
hi, Mom.
What now?
Come on, folks. Get the
okay, fine. I'll get it done. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. Did you buy me some drugs? I don't know, but I'm taking mine. Okay, as you were.
Some more things here about tourists in New York City, apparently. According to this person named Crazy Auto 87 and Spaghetti About It. Ha, that's a great name.
Oh my god.
Lots of tourists in NYC. Here's some dead giveaways. Looking at maps, camera on strap around the neck, talking to the African guys touting on the hop-off buses, eating at Olive Garden in Times Square, taking pictures with the elbows in Times Square as well, walking in large groups, taking horse and carriage rides in Central Park South, sitting in the steps of the Met, looking lost on the subway, walking very slowly, trying to get to the get a Metro card and being very confused about it, struggling trying to get into the subway, swiping several times, blocking entire sidewalks, walking 5 people wide, actually paying attention to buskers, waiting in the for the light to turn green to cross the street, standing literally in the middle of the sidewalk texting.
You know, it'd be funny. Like Lucas is heading down to the subway and he asks somebody, "Is this the way to the choo-choo train?"
Really? God damn it!
Apparently, if you're using an umbrella in Iceland, they know you're a tourist. The wind is strong and the rain isn't coming down straight, more from the side and upwards. Interesting. Didn't know that. Let's see.
Fucking Bob the Builder.
Really?
That's okay. Hey, can we fix it? Yeah, we can, without your stupid ass. All right.
Let's see. In Australia, I need to know your coffee and your cigarettes. Not knowing what flat white coffee is, or that, yes, 20 degrees Celsius is a normal temperature, not a freaking heat wave in Australia. Apparently, there's a type of coffee that they call up in Australia, and it's called a long black. Try not to finish that sentence. Let's see.
Yeah, those are my preferred.
Romy, don't you fucking dare.
There's a lot more.
That's my favorite kind of licorice to suck on.
So with that being said, one last one, and I'll move on to something else here because it keeps going on for a while.
These are great, man. It's like, you know, it's not only funny, but it gives you like an insight around the world.
Yeah, it's true. Fur hats in Russia. Here in Moscow, Russia has its fur hats in the winter. No one actually wears them except for some old people and soldiers because they have to. Most likely, if you own a brand new, I don't even know. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. I don't know. Tourist as well. Such a rare thing to buy for regular people.
Well, Double Nine, if you ever go to Russia, you don't have to worry about hair. He's a fucking hairy.
In London, England. I lied earlier. One more. London, England. Walking slowly, enjoying the views. Us locals keep our heads down and our feet moving.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I mean, the architecture in London is actually very nice. It's quite nice to look at. Let me see. I've got some other things here. Let me see. Okay. So we all know that we all hate school. All of us do.
I fucking despise school. Jesus Christ.
A lot of people actually shared their worst rules that they had to deal with at school. Sometimes you get yourself a teacher that's, kind of, they're really cool. Like I had this one teacher who, like, whenever any student would act up, he would literally say this. He's like, "Hey, you better settle down or I'll come spirit bomb your ass over there."
Yes,
he was a really cool dude.
Yeah, you want to see what happened to Majin Buu, bitch?
Yeah, exactly.
It was Kid Buu, you dumb shit.
Same difference, you dumbass.
Kid Buu is a skinny one. Majin Buu's a fat one.
Well, you look, like your ass is, dude. If you and Kirby did fuck you, you would have a baby. Look like Majboo with your big ass.
Fuck you. That's bullshit. I cannot fuck an amiibo. That's impossible. It's physically impossible to fucking.
So with that being said, here's one. If you leaned back on your chair even slightly, you had to pay all your lunch money to the teacher.
Oh, fuck you! I'd be like, try to take the money from me, bitch. I'm hungry.
In my primary school, there was a rule for a while that if one child wanted to go and use the bathroom, the entire class had to go with them.
What?
Here, hold my dick and you wipe my ass, too.
Remember, 3 shakes.
Make sure to cradle the balls.
I don't want no strippy dippy going on around here.
Oh my god! Oh, Barry, hey, you do some Indian burns on my ass cheek. Gives me the goosebumps. Right, Lucas?
I'm not touching that with a 40-foot pole.
To kick ass and take names.
So I'm here to kick ass and chew dick, and I'm all out of.
And I'm all out of Richards.
Please don't say shakes. Too bad. How about them shakes?
Hey, Brett, shake and bake. God damn, Lucas.
I have to check my brakes. Thank you for reminding me to check my brakes. Holy crap.
God damn it, hey, you do it.
Anyways. Shakes. Anyways,
shake and bake. All right. Yeah.
In the best cases, a single kid had the power to disrupt a particularly boring lesson so that everyone could get up and walk literally 20 meters to the toilet block. It's a small school. In the worst cases, kids would wet themselves in their chairs because they were too afraid and embarrassed to ask. I remember seeing a classmate get up out of their plastic chair to leave a puddle behind. Ooh. That's bad.
Put you this way, if they had some sugar-free gummy bears.
Well, why would you ever?
That's not a puddle.
It might as well be.
Oh.
My high school spent a ton of money remodeling their gymnasium over one summer. When the next school year began, students were not allowed to use it because the administration didn't want to ruin the floor or the new bleachers. So no PE class inside, no indoor basketball, volleyball, nor oh my god, I'm so sorry. No indoor running, no indoor activity, period. I live in the state with brutal winters. It was awful.
Dude, what the fuck is the excuse me? Dude, what the fuck is the point on building a gymnasium in the first place?
Exactly.
Right? If you're not gonna have it be like, you know, if it's gonna just stay pristine, you might as well not have it.
It's like, I'm going to buy myself a house and a Ferrari. Nope, I'm not going in it. Stupid.
Yeah, right.
Well, Barry, that's like, you know, me being my beauty. And she's ready to just devour me. I'm like, nope, can't touch it. Retarded. Yeah, right. I'm diving in deep.
Let's see. Oh, yes, this. Yeah, I had this back at school. Remember, Lucas, the zero tolerance policies? How bullshit they are?
Fuck off with that bullshit.
I don't like the zero tolerance policies. It depends on the situation.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it works better on paper, but
Jesus fucking God damn it, Lucas, you scared the shit out of me.
Gotcha.
Who put a fingers?
Hey, Lucas, what happened? Did your glass butt plug fell out and it smashed on the ground?
Fuck you, no, I was looking for my
It almost sounded like it was glass, too.
I was looking for the other Kirby. You're right there, Steve.
It just sounded like glass. I actually got concerned. My last year of middle school, in 8th grade, the school outlawed silly bands. I remember those. Don't really remember why, but they were forbidden from wearing them. The following year, the school banned backpacks. Literally banned backpacks.
What?
No one was allowed to have them. A few kids got around it by carrying briefcases. I remember I used to do that as a kid. I was always seen as fucking weird.
Dude, this is school, not fucking Wall Street.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Damn
it. Here, Lucas, would you be quiet?
You're fumbling over there, buddy. You okay?
I'm good.
Give me your keys.
I'm good. Don't
Give me
worry.
your keys. You can't drive. You can't drive. You can't drive.
Well, that's if you just shake it, you'll probably think it's a squeaky toy.
Jingly keys.
Oh my god.
Apparently, in this guy's school, you aren't allowed to call die dice. They had to be called number cubes because dice was associated with gambling.
Well,
That's pretty bad.
Oh, asses.
Yeah. You know what else is assorted to gambling? It's called the stock market, and you learn on economics. Give me a fucking break.
That basically is gambling. It's just more associated with statistics and such. Shoes must be all black in my school. Now you're probably thinking, that seems like a normal rule. But this was implemented on the first day back from summer when we had no prior warning. On that day, I wore some black shoes with white laces and detailing. So as punishment, I had to spend all day coloring my shoes in with a Sharpie, as white on my shoes would disrupt my learning. Wow, that's pretty bad. Dude.
Yeah, it is pretty bad.
That is just...
Year 11, in the middle school of summer, I left my blazer at home because it was hot. I showed up for my exam, and you can't sit this exam unless you're wearing a blazer.
What?
I was like, what? This is going to set me back all year if I don't sit. The teacher tells me, you have a problem, so solve it. 2 minutes.
Oh, my God.
He says this with a bit of a wink and a nod to the groups of year 7s who are playing football in the yard.
Oh,
I had to run over to them,
here we go.
grab one of the poor little guys, give me your blazer, I'll give it back to you in an hour, don't ask questions. I ran back to the exam hall and squeezed in this kid's tiny blazer. What was that supposed to teach me? That was when push came to shove. Look after number one and take what you need from those who are smaller than you. Pretty bad.
By the way, Super Mario fan. Okay, this is pretty clever. You're talking about black shoes. He says black shoes matter.
No white laces. With that being said, let's see. You can't wear blue or red shirts here. They didn't want people to start gangs in our Midwestern town. A group of people rebelled and started wearing leather jackets with slick back hair, playing up the greaser stereotypes to show how silly it all was. They all got in trouble and threatened with detentions, with also in-school suspensions.
Yeah, you know, if they say they don't want to wear blue shirts because of the fact that they don't want mosquitoes, well,
well, that's understandable because, like everything. Where I go to work, I always have to deal with mosquitoes. Like, if I even let my door open just for like a little bit, they'll find their way into my car and they buzz around my freaking head and be like, "Hey, man, I'm just here. All right, not bothering you or nothing, right?" I was like, "Shut the fuck up! Just get out of my car."
Damn. Wait, Lucas, what the? He muted his
mic. I don't like him.
He said he had to do something. They're horrible. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm watching Raw a little bit as well. So.
Oh, be quiet. Oh, by the way, yeah, I was talking to Leah. She's like, man, she has a really fascination about whipping. You want to whip your ass, bare ass with a belt, and she
My
goes.
ass would probably not feel it, more than likely.
And she goes,
it would be jiggling like Jello.
And Leah would be like, Leah's like, Lucas, I'll be your naughty girl. There, Lucas. I don't know how many fucking times I gotta tell you, boy.
Mm-hmm.
God damn you, dude. It's right there in front of you, you son of a bitch. All right, as you were, Shane.
Hang on. Okie dokie. So,
MC Dipple says he's looking at Kate Upton. That's why his mouth is open.
So Kate Upton is over there.
He looks like a ScarJo's giving him a hell of a blowjob.
No, I'd be like this.
Asking someone to the school dance was considered sexual harassment and carried all the requisite penalties.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
What?
That's pretty bad, dude.
That's not as bad as when Helen Mirren says, "Oh, I don't like when guys put their arms around a woman. That just means that they own you." Because I remember she said some stupid shit like that.
That's so fucking dumb.
This is on the same level. This is fucking pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see. Lunch detention meant standing next to a wall with your nose touching the wall for 15 minutes. Eventually, there was not enough wall to go around, so they had us all lined up behind each other, essentially just standing in a formation for 15 minutes.
What if I have an erection?
I hope that your front door neighbor Phil isn't going to feel a thing.
That's why glory holes were invented.
How are you going to touch that long?
I hope this is not in middle school.
That's how I met Lucas at a truck stop.
God damn it, Romy, motherfucker!
Lucas was on the search for the secret sauce.
You shut up, Romy.
And instead found friendship. If any of these guys tried to skip the showers, they had to show up at school for supervised shower practice with the gym teacher. As an adult, that sounded so much creepier now.
Wait. What? Wait. Can you emphasize more on this, please? Because
supervised shower practice.
What the fuck?
That's pretty fucked. Like that, I would straight up refuse that. I'm like, no, I am a big kid. I can go ahead and shower myself. I don't need no fucking creepy adult looking over me.
You know what? You know what I would do? You know what? Yeah, congratulations, Lucas. You went from Legos to Lincoln Logs. Congratulations.
I think it's supposed to be the other way around. Lincoln Logs are far more simple.
Oh, they're difficult. It can't be. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. You know what I would do? I'll let him supervise me because when we're in the shower and he's right there, I'm just going to, shower and I'm just going to direct my dick and I'm just going to start pissing on his leg because he won't know the difference.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If he got stung by a jellyfish, you'll be very happy that you did that for him. Let's see. If you went into class late, your grade drops a letter, but if you skip class, there's no penalty.
Wait! It drops a whole fucking. Jesus! God damn Almighty!
This is why I hate school.
But if you skip class, there is no penalty.
That makes it's like they say either show up in time or don't show up at all.
Well, there you go. I'm not showing up. Bye.
Bye.
We had the usual no skirt / shorts that didn't fall past our fingertips rule. My problem with this was that this was an athlete. I played volleyball throughout most of high school, and on game days, we were expected to dress nice. Still, girls were typo here. Girls were always getting yelled at for their dresses and skirts being too short on the basis that it would distract the boys. Most were threatened with not being allowed to play or being made to go home and change before they can go on the bus if we had to go travel. But as soon as we had to play, we were stuck wearing tiny Spanx that suction cup to your butt and cheeks when worn. Barely reached my wrist if I attempted to apply the fingertips test. We can't wear revealing clothes to school, but they'll expect us to spend a couple of hours on the court with our butts hanging out for the whole school in town to see. Double standards are fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, when Lucas is showing his ass, they call that a full moon.
No, yours is a full moon, you fucking asshole. Yours would definitely be a full moon.
It's a good thing I'm not a werewolf. Where am I?
No, no, Lucas would be like a fucking solar eclipse.
I just can't.
Not being allowed to take your blazer off without permission. I tried to abide by this rule. It was about 35 degrees out and humid. 35 degrees. I'm guessing that means Celsius. Humid. So I asked the teacher, because she wasn't too hot, and I threw up later in the lesson because I had a very low tolerance to heat. After that, I never got to put on a report that I had a load of detentions for it.
Yeah, heat stroke, man. I should know. I have a low tolerance for heat too. I can't take it.
By the way, apologies if my reading is a bit off. Some of these are word for word, like verbatim from other people. So sometimes there are spelling discrepancies. So I might get a little tripped up here and there. So don't mind me.
Well, hey, at least Lucas tried.
Moving on.
Romy, would you shut the fuck?
Teachers were no longer allowed to use red ink to correct tests because it demoralized us. Oh no, red ink! It's so weak.
The reddest.
They're colorists. It's called colorists.
At lunch in Texas, we had colored cups for taking rules. Red was not talking, and yellow was whispering. I can't remember when they even used green cups to allow actual conversations. They still do it with my little sister, too. They are kids, not prisoners. Let them talk. Jeez.
Mm-hmm. Even Kirby approved.
Yeah, Kirby has red feet.
My school closed all boys' bathrooms for 3 weeks because someone broke a mirror in a fight. The girls' bathrooms remained open. Mind you, we had about 7 bathrooms for boys and all were locked.
I'd be like, fuck you, I'm going to the girls' bathroom. If I have the shit, man, duty calls.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty fucked, dude.
Drop the resume.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes, man, you just gotta do it. No visible cell phones in school property. Even when the school was over, I got chased down by the hall, down the hall by a teacher demanding I give him my phone because I called my dad for a ride 10 minutes after school was over.
Oh, fuck off, dude.
Yeah, that pisses me off just reading that. Yeah, no.
I'm just like, you know what? Hey, how about if my dad show up and kick your fucking ass?
It's like, okay, you can have my phone. Just, you might have to deal with my dad afterwards.
Dad shows up and he's like a fucking welder or machinist. Yeah.
I was also gonna say, like, well, if he was like a luchador and he came in with he looked like a business suit and a mask and everything.
Oh man, he's gonna go fucking grab Happy Zangief on his ass.
I heard you took my son's cell phone. No, sir, please don't hurt me.
Oh my god, Lucha Underground, shit.
Yeah, oh, it'd be fucking funny. I want to see someone. I want to see someone pile drive that teacher through a desk.
That'd be amazing.
No hats whatsoever. My middle school was afraid of getting gang affiliation or something like that. I once wore a hat that literally said Alaska on it, and they made me take it off. What kind of gang did they think I was part of? Sarah Palin, Iditarod, Eskimos?
Oh, you beat me to it. I was going to say the Frosty Eskimos. I was about to say that, but...
Oh, man, those Frosty Eskimos, man. They have 200 words for pain. Don't get on their bad side. Ooh, don't get on their bad side. A couple of years after I started my school, whiteout was banned because a girl was chewing a whiteout pen and exploded in her mouth.
Well, whose fucking fault was that? That's her fault.
That's nasty.
She was 5, had to go to the hospital for chest x-rays and stuff. So yeah, we weren't allowed to use them anymore in case anyone decided to chew on pens. God, people are just, they amaze me sometimes, man. They really do.
Jesus, who's running this school or these rules? Vince McMahon?
Next thing you know, they're like, hey, no existing. Just out of existence.
Your existence is terrible. You do not need to exist anymore.
Ouch. We were not allowed to stand in circles in recess. Some teachers were afraid we could get up to something while standing in a circle. In protest, we stood in a giant circle but made sure that at least several meters away from the next closest person. When this teacher who initiated the ban on circles noticed that we were doing this, after 20 minutes, she threw a fit and demanded we stop standing in a circle. We argued that we were all just individuals standing around and turned in different directions. The ban was not enforced after that day. That's why I like. See, there was a lot of times like that where I've had to deal with stupid rules at school. I'll admit, but sometimes it really is up to the kids in order to make a change, dude. You just have to, and sometimes you just have to be a little clever with it. Let's see. Girls could wear skirts, but guys could not wear shorts at my school.
Double standard. What if Lucas was in a skirt, like a tutu or some shit?
Fuck you. That's never happened. Not even when we go to Vegas, so no.
No exposed armpits. It would make sense if they said this was for health purposes, but they told us it was because we might distract the opposite sex with our sexy, sexy armpits.
Well, then shave your fucking wildebeest armpits then. God damn.
God. The word boring was banned.
Oh, well, that's fucking lame.
Yeah, right? I'll come up with a bunch of different words. I got a freaking thesaurus right here, motherfucker. Let's go.
Yeah.
You got in trouble for using it. The teachers wanted to make school seem fun by introducing ludicrous rules by making basic conversations a bit trickier.
Yeah, make it fun by banning you for saying things that's the opposite of fun.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit, dude.
And that was a bunch of crazy rules people had to deal with at school. Don't mind me, sorry. I'm a little distracted. Now, I'll go back onto some video game stuff here real quick. One thing I found out is that I am a little disappointed with this, and I'm hoping that they go ahead and change their ways on this one.
Mm-hmm.
As people know, I lost my absolute mind when it came to the new Blazblue cross tag battle being announced. I lost my shit because it was a huge deal. What was the big thing for me, the big question on my mind after I saw the trailer about 20 times, in a row, mind you, that I was wondering if they're going to add Guilty Gear characters, because everybody who is a fan of Blazblue has actually been looking forward to having a Guilty Gear and Blazblue crossover because they're so similar. And, of course, they're made by the same company. So the big thing for that was, you know, with this cross tag battle, we have Under Night in Birth, Persona 4, and even from the American anime series Ruby as well too, participating in this whole crossover series, which is a huge deal. But everybody was wondering, is Guilty Gear going to be a part of this crossover? Well, apparently not. And for something really, and I believe in my mind, asinine. I'm going to try to keep this short, but I'll say the main reason why this hasn't happened yet, mind you, the key word is yet in all this, it's because Guilty Gear's story isn't done. Which makes no sense to me. I don't understand. Like, I legitimately am trying to put my head into it. Like, I don't understand. Kaya's cracking me up. We can punch Weiss in the jaw. Yes, exactly. Yeah, she was a pretty pompous freaking character. But I haven't seen past season 1, so I don't know. But the thing is, the reason why they're not adding Guilty Gear characters into the game yet, or with a crossover for that matter, is because the story isn't done yet. And I don't know what that means necessarily. I don't understand what that entails. It's really confusing, and I don't quite understand. So, and instead of just going ahead and taking up the limelight from you guys the entire time, and plus I need to get water soon because my throat's fucking killing me.
Like I said, I only got one thing, so it's up to you two guys before it comes.
I know. I'm ready.
Lucas is excited to talk about some of the stuff he was getting into. But anyways,
no, Lucas, we're not playing patty cake.
Man, now, I was actually looking forward to that.
No, I thought it was hopscotch.
Anyway, Shane, you all finished?
No. You got one last thing left here.
All right.
Also, I have one thing as well too for the end of the show. We'll be talking. I'm going to go ahead and start reading off some stories. It'll be story time with Uncle Shane O'Mac.
Oh, I love it.
I haven't done that in a while. So, anyways, this is something I've noticed personally before reading the article. Final Fantasy XIV has been having a bit of a shortage of certain character classes, and that was mainly healer. There's been a shortage of healers lately. Now, for most games that you know with MMOs, when it comes to RPGs, you definitely need a healer in most things. The only time that you would never really need one is if you're unsyncing, which means, in Final Fantasy terms, in 14, that means that you can actually go past the level that they sync you at. So you can do a level 60 dungeon while you're 70 and basically breeze past through it. However, in some cases you can't do that, and you need a healer. However, because of the way things have been going lately, there's been a shortage of them. And that's just something I've noticed for sure. In the Final Fantasy XIV player forum menu, the user named Nabian notes that he recently had a very hard time finding a healer for his static raid group. And in fact, he's been looking for a replacement ever since the beginning of Omega. That's one of the newest bosses that's shown up in Stormblood, by the way. Mm-hmm. Now, to be clear, he has gone through the proper channels of trying to find a good healer for his group, including going to the group finder. However, no matter where he looks, all the healers he finds are either spoken for or aren't up to the level that he needs. he can find plenty of other classes like tanks, DPS, but not healers, which has all led to him to wonder, is the issue that many of the good healers are already spoken for, or there truly is a shortage of healers?
Damn, my fucking ears! Oh.
What the hell was that?
Lucas!
What?
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm not doing anything right now. I was watching Raw, but...
God dang,
it sounded like... It almost sounded like... Yeah, that, like...
My fucking ears.
Yeah, I was going to say, Lucas, you might want to invest in getting to a microphone, by the way.
Don't worry, I have...
Because the only reason why I say so is because sometimes when you're adjusting your laptop, it almost sounds like a cloth is going through the thing, and it just like makes this static noise.
It sounds like he's grinding sandpaper on his groin.
With that being said, I think you really should try to invest in a microphone to make your audio quality better as well too. So,
yep.
Anyways, it's an interesting question and one that others at the Final Fantasy XIV forum were happy to answer. Most noted that it is indeed hard to find a healer, let alone a replacement healer in the game nowadays. Ironically, this wasn't an issue early in the game's run, but recently has become a serious problem, and I think I know why. A few noted that it has been the recent Stormblood expansion that has led to the scarcity, as well as new jobs made it better to switch over to something else rather than to be a pure healer. One of the other things is that the adjustments that they made to some of the healers. There's 3 healer classes in Final Fantasy. There's the Scholar, the Astrologian, and of course the ever-famous White Mage. The White Mage, apparently, I don't know the full details. A lot of people are not happy with the changes that it's gone to.
Lucas, you son of a bitch! Okay, god damn you.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
Okay, as you were, son of a bitch.
Anyways, Scholars, their healing potency apparently is really, really not up to par. In fact, the Red Mage can actually heal better than a Scholar at points, which is really sad. I mean, really sad. And the thing is, Astrologian are fucking great. They're amazing. So it's kind of like you only have like this one option in order to play as a healer, and I think a lot of people are not happy with that, and I think that's why a lot of people are just not wanting to play healing roles anymore, and it's kind of sad, dude. Because we kind of need them. We kind of do. As I've said, behind every good tank in DPS is a healer. So, it's just a little interesting MMO stuff. Freaking love Final Fantasy XIV. I can't help it. It's a great game, guys. Like, seriously, if you're looking for like a really good MMO to play that has a ton to offer in terms of content, look into it. It's really great.
Hey,
okay, without
I was gonna say, Brett, man, he loves some RPGs, man. I know he's a huge Final Fantasy junkie.
Oh yeah, for sure. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and go grab a bottle of water and be ready for when I have to go ahead and use my vocal cords yet again. Lucas, I know you're quite excited. Yeah, you're quite excited to get into your stuff. So go on ahead real quick. I'll be right back.
All right. So real quick before I go ahead and talk about my main stuff, I want to talk about one of the best stories that happened today. Stefan, Karl, Lazy Town actor, and Mr. Robbie Rotten himself is officially cancer-free. He was diagnosed with cancer a little while back, and now he's officially cancer-free. And in June of this year, Icelandic editor Stefan Karl Stefansson, best known as the villain Robbie Rotten on Lazy Town, which turned to the legendary "We Are Number One" meme, announced that he's battling the final stages of terminal cancer, and now he's officially cancer-free, and he gave some seriously beautiful words of wisdom. And thankfully, Reddit user batteries included was able to translate the entire article via Smosh editor that's displaying non-fluent in Icelandic. Here are some of the highlights. Life is Now, an interview with Stefan Carlson. He says, "I'm free of the disease, the cancer. The damn disease is gone. Until it comes back, whenever this will be, which will hopefully be never," says Stefan Karl.
Uh-oh. Hey, Lucas. Oh, shit. Hey, Lucas. Oh, boy. I'm guessing Lucas's thing must have crashed for the time being. So, folks, everyone in the live chat, just to make up the time, time as what's going on, I think Lucas's thing must have crashed or his internet crashed and whatnot. I'll just do a little quick Q&A just to keep things rolling. Unless Shane gets back and he might go into another topic. So anybody in the live chat? Oh, wait a minute.
Did you guys not hear me the whole time?
You cut for like 20, 30 seconds.
Oh God, internet. Someone must be using the internet. Jesus Christ.
Well,
that's why I switched to the other one.
I was gonna say, well, tell them to
I don't know why it connects up. But yeah, I was talking. You guys heard me talking about Mr. While you're on being free, cancer free, right?
Yes, we heard that, and you were going into details, and you just froze.
Oh, really?
And I was about to say, well, I'll just do a little Q&A in the live chat. I'll put it in table contents. Don't worry. Just tell them to skip it.
But yeah, don't worry though. Right now, pretty much, he's very happy that Canceller is now officially out of his system, and it's awesome that he's going to start living his life again, pretty much. And he no longer has to deal with cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Pim Daddy still back, still getting a drink, or?
I think he is, yeah.
Oh, damn it. All right. Real quick, I could do another quick topic real quick. Man arrested after peeing on family of 3 during a Metallica concert in Arizona.
What the fuck? I know it's extremely hot in Arizona, but fuck off.
Yeah, man was arrested at a Metallica concert in Glendale, Arizona after it was believed he urinated on a family, including peeing on a 10-year-old girl. According to court paperwork...
Fucking hell. Did an R. Kelly.
Oh, pretty much. According to the court paperwork, the family was at the University of Phoenix on Friday, August 4th, attending the Metallica concert when they felt warm liquid washing over the backs and legs. A man, his wife, and his 10-year-old daughter were seated in front of 44-year-old Daniel Daddio. The man turned around and saw Daddio behind him holding onto his genitals. He confronted Daddio and asked why he peed on his daughter, and he said Daddio's response was to shrug. The man has reported the incident to the employees at the stadium who reported to the Arizona Department of Public Safety trooper. And he was placed under arrest, and authorities said the man was heavily intoxicated at the time. He also found a ticket confirming he was seated directly behind the family of 3 during the concert. He was facing 1 count of indecent exposure and 1 count of disorderly conduct.
God damn, dude.
And this is the guy's mugshot right here.
Jesus. He looks like a fucking creep.
He does. Let me see another quick one. Okay. This guy, everyday guy trained and ate like The Rock for 30 days. Photos of a transformation. This guy is Mr. I'm going to try and figure out this guy's name real quick. Mark Webster. Mark Webster comes up with this story to top all fan stories. After getting into a rut with his daily routine, he decided to challenge himself by eating and training like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson for 30 days. If your thought process was that couldn't be easy, well, your instincts were correct. Admiring Johnson's incredible discipline, Webster chose to test himself to see if he could walk in The Rock's shoes. What does it take to eat like Johnson, consuming a solid 5,000 calories a day?
That is fucking crazy.
I know. Spread over 7 meals, Webster found that keeping up with Johnson's diet is no easy feat. He ended up spending a total of $1,262 on food, around $14 a day, with $18 of it being purely cod.
Shane, you got the giggles.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, Shane, we talked about Robbie Rotten a bit, and now we're talking about a man peeing on people on Arizona concert, and now we're talking about a guy talking about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's diet, taking on Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's diet. But yeah, though, keeping up with this intimidating diet, Webster spent an hour and a half every 2 or 3 days on meal prep. Webster stated the biggest thing with the internet is the interruption of your day. Every few hours, you have to stop and eat again. And not only was the diet a challenge, but a physical aspect would prove to be an incredible feat for the training aspect. Webster followed The Rock's hour of cardio and 90 minutes of weight training for 6 days a week. And
I'm sorry, but that's okay. 6 days a week. That's overtraining as fuck.
Exactly.
That's insane. You know, like three times a week, maybe 4 at the most. Fucking serious?
I'm 3 times a week with 2 days of cardio, pretty much.
See, yeah, because I train, like I said, I train heavy, high volume, heavy lifting training for mass, and that shit takes a while for it to rest. So I don't know where people are coming from with this shit.
I don't know, but Webster documented his progress, and after a month went by, he found his weight had barely moved. However, he gained a solid amount of muscle mass. Marcus may say his strength has gone up through a good 10 to 15%. Johnson regularly documents his fitness regimen on social media, posting images of himself breaking a sweat in the gym as early as 4 in the morning.
Oh my God.
The Rock's perfect physique could be on, say, the big screen in the movie Baywatch, and it's hard to deny his hard work pays off.
Yeah, too bad I can't say the same for a fucking garbage movie.
Oh my God.
Ouch.
But yeah, Webster talked about his experiment and it affected him, saying, "I'm 37, I got little aches and pains all the time, but I have none of these anymore." He went on by saying, I feel better than I did before I was doing this. My resting heart rate dropped for like 4 beats per minute over the past month. I feel fantastic. The challenge got the attention of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson himself, who decided to share his thoughts on Twitter. As always, he was nothing but a class act.
Yeah, too bad I can't say the same when he went after critics for hating his movie. Fucking asshole.
Exactly. He was doubtful at first, but when he admitted he was impressed by Webster's discipline, The Rock wrote on Twitter, "Uh-oh, this kind of only works if you train 2 times a day, work 14 hours on set, and half Samoan and half black, and cuss. LOL." And then he says, The Rock then added, "Impressed by this discipline. Harder than one would think, and it ain't easy or cheap or do so, but the results are 100 emoji, and I still hate COD." And finally, the Rock paid respects to Webster. "Tipped my hat to this guy. Didn't do this to look like The Rock, but wanted to see if he could work as hard as him." The challenge gave Webster even more respect for Johnson, with Webster mentioning the fact that he looks like this and trains like this every day of his life while making his movies. Being on set 14 hours, that kind of discipline to me is absolutely amazing.
Right, you are, Ken.
Now, this is one of the more controversial topics I have. Child-sized sex dolls for pedophiles? UK therapists suggest them as treatment. Now, this is something you have to hear to believe.
What?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know.
I'm going to read this story briefly. Dozens of sex dolls designed to look like children have been seized by police across the United Kingdom in the past year. One therapist suggests they can be effective treatment for people who have the urge to molest kids. For someone who has exclusive attraction to children, there is no legal way for them to satisfy their desire, says Julia Grayson of Britain's Independent. Grayson is a licensed therapist who heads a UK charity called Specialist Treatment Organization for the Prevention of Sexual Offending. That's a long title. Her controversial stance comes after the police in UK announced they seized 123 child sex dolls since March of 2016 as a part of an ongoing special operation. The dolls, which have lifelike designs, weigh as much as a typical child and are made of a silicone material and cost about $1,000 each.
Oh, wait, how much?
$1,000 each.
I tell him to go fuck a maple tree.
Exactly. Like, what the? According to BBC, law enforcement officials call the illegal dolls a relatively new phenomenon.
That was genius, Shane.
Really, Shane?
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Hey, if you can't laugh at that, Lucas, you get the fuck out of here. That was funny.
Damn it, Shane. You and your shit. According to Grayson said that she doesn't think the dolls should be made available to the general public. She feels the dolls should be prescribed by doctors and therapists who have people who have a sexual interest in children. Grayson is the first person to suggest using such a device to curb pedophilia. In a January 2016 article in The Atlantic weighed the question, featuring viewpoints on both sides. And the researcher at Johns Hopkins Medical School of Medicine told the magazine he believes the dolls would do more harm than good. Peter Fagan suggests he thinks the child sex dolls would have a reinforcing effect on the users and could lead them to act upon their urges with greater urgency.
Yeah, see, now you see why I was going to say I don't know how I feel about this, because truth be told, I believe that it would definitely sort of kind of, I don't know, it kind of depends on the person necessarily, because there's some people who again, like, feel like they have the tendencies but can keep themselves under control. I mean, I still think a lot of them should be shot, but that's just me. Like, that's just, I know that sounds really drastic and really kind of like different, but I don't know. Like, there's a lot of them out there who are real sick fucks, and there's others who can actually keep themselves under control and be normal, productive members of society. I'm talking about the people who aren't now.
Fucking Gary. He says, speaking of that, I do have a girl. Her name is Rosie Palm. She has 5 fingers and it's a lefty. Girls have it too. Their boyfriend's name is Fred Fingers.
Oh God.
I don't know how I feel about that either.
All right, now we'll move on to something funnier because we need a funny story to really take out the negativity. So, starting out this funny story is guy quits his job at Burger King, steals all the chicken McNuggets.
That should have been a Florida or no story.
That would have been an amazing Florida or no story.
You know,
it doesn't say where he's from though.
Oh.
It does not say where he's from, which kind of sucks. That's what I'm
mean,
gonna do in Florida.
To be fair, I mean that's kind of, I guess, for anonymity, but like that's still pretty amazing.
It is pretty amazing. All right, so this former employee of Burger King has just been hailed as the Chicken King. He posted a picture to Twitter showing 3 full bags of chicken nuggets he took when he quit. And this is the picture.
Let me see.
He even has a seatbelt on him.
He's trying to keep the precious cargo under control.
Exactly.
Gary
shows the bags of chicken McNuggets in his car. Would you shut the fuck up, Gary?
Gary says, Lucas's boyfriend's name is Tyler Tickles.
My bad. I don't have a Tyler in my life. Shut up. But anyway, back to this part. The caption shows the bags of chicken nuggets in his car. Read, "Today was my last king working at Burger King, so I took all their nuggets." People seem to very impressed with this man. One commenter calling him fast food hero. They wanted to be hooked up with some of the free chicken nuggets he stole. Perhaps some people were happy he got rid of such a fattening, unhealthy food. There are many reasons people viewed his actions as heroic. Then his fame became more about inspiring others. Some people commenting on his post, thanking him for taking the nuggets, calling him an idol. The chicken hero, also known as Zealot on Twitter, began inspiring others. He started posting encouraging words, telling his followers to be themselves and don't worry what other people think of you. This guy really took a chicken nugget stealing status to a whole nother level and became an icon in the Twitter world. By quitting his job at Burger King and stealing a few bags of chicken McNuggets, he inspired others to be themselves. Even if stealing isn't right as it seems, and people overlook the fact that looked at his actions as a way to better themselves.
Wow.
You know, that is a really good twist on a story that seems like, you know, someone kind of being a dick, but it turns out no, he's actually pretty good dude.
You want to know something weird that I found recently? This is a weird ass story that I found. I think it would be hilarious to share on the show. 20 of the most bizarre school mascots. This one is interesting.
Okay. I'm curious. You got me curious.
All right, so starting off with the Corn Jerkers, Hoopstown area high school. That's a picture of the mascot. The Corn Jerkers.
Lucas, that looks like you if you wore a fucking green vest.
Fuck yeah. I don't have hair like that, you dumb shit.
Actually, that looks like Jackson Fulcher.
Oh, it does look like Jackson Fulcher.
The only thing missing is the glasses.
All right, next one. Artie the Fighting Artichoke, Scottsdale Community College. This one's pretty well known.
Wait, Scottsdale? Oh my! That looks like a fucking green
Scottsdale Community College. Jerome, that's probably the school you would go to if you went to college.
Me going to college? Do polar bears shit in the woods?
No. New Braunfels Unicorns. New Braunfels High School.
Unicorn?
Unicorn.
Look at that fucker.
Let me see. Hold on a second. Let me see that again. I want to.
Unicorn.
He looks so fucking retarded.
He does. Okay, now this next one. Oh my god. The New Berlin Pretzels. New Berlin High School.
Oh, that's great.
No, I don't like it. You gotta put some salt on that bitch, and then we'll be talking some Buddha, some delicious, like pretzel Buddha.
Okay, now this one's kind of funny. Really shame. All right, next one's kind of funny. Polka Dots, Polka High School.
I see what they did there.
Yep,
it looks like it looks like an emoji. Wait, what did Gary said? Wait. That's what Lucas fucked the Cabbage Patch Kid with a banana.
Fuck you, Gary. Oh, Jerome, you're gonna hate this next one. The Fighting Pickle, North Carolina School of the Arts. Look how fucking stupid this is.
What?
They're not for real, are they? They're not for real.
The Fighting Pickle. No, this is a real thing. The Fighting Pickle, like North Carolina School of the Arts.
He looks like a damn Frenchman.
That's the point. It's so stupid. It's so funny.
He looks like if a pickle and a mine fucked.
Exactly. I'm gonna try and see if I can.
Must have been in terms of interaction. That sounds pretty one-sided.
Seriously, of all things, it has to be a fucking pickle.
Yeah, exactly. Oh God. All right, and then here I found another picture of it. It looks pretty ridiculous as fuck.
What the fuck? Hey, it's the missing musketeer.
Gary, would you shut the fuck up? All right, Shane, I'm sending you.
It looks like Lucas's green dildo. Yeah, that's how I got the name Shit Pickle.
Oh, that's gross.
I'm gonna send that to you, Shane. Hold on.
Oh, he scared me. We're talking about mascots, and one of them's a fucking pickle. Mama's like, great, wonderful. Another one was a pretzel. One was a unicorn.
And there was a corn jerker.
Oh, fuck it. There's one called a corn jerker. It's a fucking corn on the cob with a green vest. It's like if he won the PGA championship or some shit. My mom's giving me this look like if she just saw like a ghost.
All right, next up, the Sugar Beaters, Chinook High School.
Wait.
The Sugar Beaters. The Sugar Beaters. B-E-T. It's beats. Like
oh no. Okay. Sugar Beaters. Oh fuck.
That's brilliant. Hear you say that. Okay, now this one actually seems kind of funny. The Winged Beavers, Avon Old Farms.
Winged Beavers.
The Winged Beavers. So the Winged Beavers.
What the Hey, look, it's Kevin Dunn if he had wings.
That was good. Oh, God. All right, next up. The Rocky Ford Melaniers. Rocky Ford High School. Melaniers. Melons.
Hey, look, it's that shoe if you're a fucking melon.
Jerome, that's one you and more looking. You're the one that's bald.
No, I'd be a coconut.
You'd be a coconut.
All right, the Awesome Blossom.
Are you sure about that?
Lewing Prairie High School. Blossoms.
The Awesome Blossom.
Awesome Blossom.
You look kind of mildly concerned.
They do. The Camus Papermakers. Camus High School.
What the shit is that?
That's the mascot.
It looks like some reject from the Brave Little Toaster.
Oh my God.
Dude, that thing looks like a goddamn cash register.
It does a little bit. It's weird.
The Brave Little Toaster reject.
Astoria Fighting Fishermen.
Yeah, it was the AC that didn't make the cut.
Now we have Fighting Fishermen.
Jesus Christ! The fucking fence is gonna break from his fat ass.
Oh God!
He looks more like more like the Gordon's fisherman.
No. That's the New York Islanders. That looks like the Gordon's Fisherman. That looks exactly like it if you haven't seen that. Next up, the Orphans. Centralia High School. Orphans.
That's... I don't know how I feel about that one.
It looks like a albino Larry Bird.
A little bit.
Wasn't he pretty pale to begin with?
Well, yeah.
It's kind of redundant at that point, then, I think.
All right, this one's another college one. This one's another big college one. Sammy the Banana Slug. University of California, Stanford.
Okay, well, let me see this. What the fuck? That looks like a Barney reject.
It does. That's the University of California Santa Cruz's mascot. The banana.
Seriously, you know what that looks like? That looks like if the bug lady from Guardians of the Galaxy and Michelangelo from Nick Story was fucked.
Oh,
exactly. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That sounds utterly horrifying.
If you thought that was bad.
Hold on a second. I need a soundbite of big bosoms.
There you go.
Fair enough.
All right, so next one. Laurel High School, home of the hobos.
They couldn't come up with anything better.
The hobos.
That's pretty pathetic.
Okay, now this one's a little weird. This one looks like something from Gary's Nightmares.
Okay.
David Harry Hickman's high school, the Q Pies, Kewpies.
It's kind of too bright. Oh, there we go. What? Hold on.
Oh my god!
Hold it right there. I want to see this. What the fuck?
Now that's something on the Uncanny Valley.
The Q Pies.
The Stay Push Marshmallow Man can procreate.
That's a horrifying thought.
It is.
If you're a god, you say yes.
All right.
Oh,
the Millionaire. Next one. The Millionaires. Williamsport Area High School.
A gigantic money sign.
No, it's the. Oh, I thought the mascot's gonna be Ted DiBiase.
That would be awesome.
That'd be great.
Next one, the Spudders, Ridgefield High School. The Spudders.
Wait, that looks like the fucking Planters Peanut mascot if he was pissed off.
Exactly.
He looks like a big. He looks like just like a pale penis. No, he's hanging out with the cheerleaders.
Yes. Okay, now this one, Cairo High School, the Syrup Makers. Syrup Makers.
Wait.
Syrup Makers. AKA trees.
Wow, okay.
The Syrup Makers.
All right, last but not least.
Yeah, sponsored by IHOP. Sponsored by IHOP.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Worst mascot. What's the? Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a clue. I'm gonna give you guys I want to see if you guys can guess the last one. What do you think the last one is? And it could be anything. It's probably not what you're thinking. Just to let you know.
The Grasshopper Jackrabbits.
Nope.
Be anything? I thought you said you were gonna give us a hint.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I'll give you guys a hint. Think of feet.
New Jersey.
I know what it is. Stop man here, Tough African Tanakans.
No.
It's not the Tough African Tanakans. Oh fuck that! That should be a mascot.
You know, Mickey James is pretty hot for a MILF.
Who?
Mickey James.
You fucking A she is, dude. I think she did a porno a long time ago. She was fucking a black dude. No joke. I'm not kidding.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah. Also, what was her name? Victoria or Lisa Marie Varon. She has like a 3-minute porn, dude. And it was awesome. Yeah, how do I know that? Yeah, man.
Anyway.
I don't know. What is it?
Yeah. No.
All right, so school is Tudopolis High School, home of the wooden shoes.
Oh,
that's very wooded.
The wooden shoes, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
wait,
so they're the clodhoppers then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, what nationality wears those wooden shoes? Is it the Dutch? Is it Dutch? Yeah.
Dutch.
Is that Dutch related? Is that Dutch related or no?
I'm not sure.
All
right, 4 more topics.
Theo Kruger's like, what a fucking wooden name.
Now, this one's a little crazy, to say the least. Guy shares a crazy list of relationships rules he found in a used car. Some of these rules are absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to read
rules of what? Of relationships, you said?
Relationship rules.
Rule number 1, we don't talk about this relationship. Rule number 2, we do not talk about this relationship.
Oh, God. All right, so here are some of the rules, highlights. So here we go. I am going to pull up the picture now. So give it a second. It's going to load up.
Okay, take your time. And by take your time, I mean hurry it up.
Hurry it up. Give me
Move your big jello ass.
Would you shut up?
I want to play bongos on that fucking thing. Better, hey, you know what I want to do? Okay, let's see if I put like a golf ball on one ass cheek and I just hit the other ass cheek. Would that golf ball go flying in the air like that?
You better not fucking do that.
I'm gonna play whack-a-mole with a big mallet on your ass.
Oh my god. All right, so here are some of the rules. All right, here are the rules. Number 1, you are not allowed to have a single girl's phone number.
God, controlling much? Wait, Super Mario fan says, does a rule involve putting your arm over a woman's shoulder? yeah, Helen Mirren. So you can have a girlfriend's phone number?
A single girl's phone number. Rule number 2.
Okay, so there's no context of why?
No, there's no context why. This is just crazy-ass relationship rules.
Ridiculous.
I know. It gets worse. You are not allowed to follow them on any social media, including Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter.
Thank you. See, Kruger's like, what the fuck is this? 50 Shades of bullshit? Exactly.
You are not allowed to hang out with Keegan, and I found out Keegan is actually her sister, god boyfriend's sister.
So the person said, okay, you... Lucas, real quick.
It's either cousin or sister from what I can see. It's either cousin or sister.
Some really important information here because this sounded like some sort of weird fucking list of...
This is the list, though. This is the picture list I was looking up, so...
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, by the way, yeah.
That's my point, though. You left out a very, very important information about who wrote this list, where it came from.
It's a crazy girlfriend. It's a crazy girlfriend.
Crazy girlfriend. Okay, yeah. So that was the information I missed out because I was
so this was written by a fucking like crazy ass bitch, then. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Gary, would you shut the fuck up? I would never go to Toys R Us. That's bullshit.
Wait, Gary, yeah. Bongos. Okay, there.
All right, so next one.
Toys R Us kid.
Next one, number 4. You are not allowed to go into the Honda, into your car without me. Vroom, vroom.
What? Well, that's too fucking bad. What if I need to go to the store?
Exactly.
Get the fuck on my level.
Exactly. Number 5. You are not allowed to hang out with your friends more than 2 times a week.
Oh, kiss my ass.
Yeah, kiss my ass on that one.
It gets even worse. Number 6. You're not to look at a single girl. Any single girl.
What if I'm watching television?
Yeah, right. If by the off chance that I am watching television, am I not allowed to go ahead and see the Real Housewives of New Jersey? Like,
oh dear God!
What feminazi wrote this shit?
Yeah, right.
If girl, okay,
it seems like a controlling bitch to me, but that's
yeah, pretty much.
She's very controlling. So. If girls come up to you at any place or any time, you are to walk away.
Even if it's a girl who's asking for your help and she's in desperate need of aid, yeah, okay.
Needs directions to a place or something. Come on, man, be a good Samaritan. Fuck off.
His best friend, whose name is Mo, is not to hang out with us every time we hang out.
Tiffany says, what if you're watching porn? Good point.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be brought up.
Okay, so it's 2 more. You are not to ask for head. Naughty, naughty.
This fucking
then I'll just ask for anal. Your pick.
Yeah, man.
And then last but not least, you are not to get mad at me about a single thing ever again.
How about you
You can kick rocks, dude. Get out of here.
Oh, actually, there's 2 more. There's 2 more. You are not allowed to drink unless I am with you.
You can drink my piss.
I was about to say, this is causing me to want to drink.
And then last one, but not least, if I say jump, you say how high, princess.
Yeah, you're going to jump on my cock.
No, don't say, dude. What have I said before? Never stick your dick in crazy. This chick is obviously crazy.
Yep, she is nuts.
Well,
all right, Jerome.
That's why. Right. Well, yeah. Well, you got a good point. Yeah.
Three more topics I have, but you guys get to pick which one.
Oh, I want to hear this.
Do 18 people who won the class presentation game, 7 movies that are way better than our Rotten Tomatoes scores, or the 19 of the craziest Yahoo answers about questions about science.
I want to hear Yahoo answers.
The first one, huh?
Yahoo answers.
Yahoo answers.
So Yahoo answers first. Mm-hmm. So 19 of the craziest Yahoo answer questions about science. Oh my God. Some of these make me shake my head and wonder what has happened to humanity. Just like Professor Farnsworth and Futurama, I don't want to live on this planet anymore. All right, so number one.
So sad.
Number one. Is there a spell to become a mermaid that actually works?
Wait, say that again.
I'm breaking your news there. There is not.
Is there a spell to become a mermaid that actually works?
Yeah, it's called tuna.
She also says, by the way, I'm also a witch.
Okay. Yeah. You see that fire burn?
I was gonna say that's what one of the people over at my folks' wedding said, but she was drunk off her fucking rocker, so you know.
Unless you're like the witch from that pretentious, awful movie, The Witch. Show me your tits first.
There's no subtlety to you.
All right, Shane. Now this one's really to you. Number 2. Why does my cat vibrate?
What?
Yeah, the description goes, her chest always vibrates like she has worms or something in her. Is it normal? When she vibrates, she makes a tiny vibrate noise and it's scaring me because I don't see one.
Oh my God.
Why does my cat vibrate?
That just means she loves you.
Get out of this.
Purring.
Called purring.
Number 3. Can you actually lose weight by rubbing your stomach? No.
No. If that was the case, I'd be like, I'd be looking like one of the fucking Teletubbies.
Say if you can rub your belly, you look like one of the guys from Magic Mike.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, now this one.
I would watch bored abs, dude. Fucking hell yeah.
Now this one's pretty fucking brilliant. Not only with the response, but with the meme after it goes. Do you think humans will ever walk on the sun?
No, we'll walk on Jupiter.
Only at night.
No. The guy answers, well, if they do, it has to be at night.
Right there. Called it.
And then here's the meme that accompanies it. Please hit me as hard as you can. Squidward.
Don't hold back.
Number 5.
Lucas, if I did that to you, it wouldn't matter because it's hollow.
Oh, would you fuck off, man? Number 5. Are skeletons real or made up?
No, we're exoskeletons.
Oh, be careful, everybody. There's a skeleton in you right now.
Number 6. How did they clone the Lindsay Lohan for The Parent Trap? I can definitely tell you that Shane needed this, that's for sure. Oh my God. And then the guy actually answered it. They didn't actually clone her. I'm not sure if you noticed in the movie, but approximately 47 minutes through, you can see a man dressed in black like Leora who is controlling the wax bucket of Lindsay Lohan's twin. This is how they did it. This is done throughout the film, but you usually don't notice him. And the 5
I have no words.
Just 5 stars.
Okay, Gary says you can lose weight by pooping.
Not entirely.
All right, so number 7. Can I get a wolf blood transplant?
A what?
Wolf blood transplant.
What the fuck? No, you may not.
No, exactly. Oh my god, number 8. It just makes me. This is one where I'm just like, I don't want to live on this planet anymore. This question in particular. Does it rain in Australia?
Oh my fucking god.
Rain? No, it shits out coins.
And then it's, yes, it does rain in Australia. It rained here yesterday. I don't understand your last question. Rain falls from the clouds in the ground everywhere in the world. The earth is round, so technically I don't think you could be at the bottom of the world. Cheers. That's how the guy answered.
Wait, the earth is round? Oh, shit.
Number 9, evolutionists. How come animals have not evolved to fly around outer space outside the atmosphere of the earth?
Oh my god.
Because there's no air and they'll fucking freeze to death. Jesus Christ.
Exactly. Update. P.S. I failed science at school. Number 10. Evolution question. Another evolution question. How did sloths survive for so long? And then the answer is amazing. The answer is amazing. They worship Satan, clearly.
No, they actually how they survive. They have a job. They work at the DMV.
Yeah, man, they gotta make a living too. They're a little slow on the uptake, but man.
Oh, Shane, another cat one. This is another cat one. I think you're gonna die.
Hey, he's not the only one that loves cats. Butthole.
Number 11. What in the DNA keeps a house cat from growing to the size of a big cat?
Oh, I think I've seen this one. Yeah, there's someone who actually answered that one.
I didn't see any, like a Siamese cat to a lion.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean...
Oh no.
Super Mario fan said this. I can answer that because they haven't fought enough animals to level up in terms of the one play. Oh yeah, Tiffany, she loves to keep.
This is why we keep them indoors.
Dumbass question right here. Number 12. Did I turn my boyfriend into a vampire?
What? No, you turn him into a zombie.
There is a story behind this, and I want to know.
Okay, no, I have to read this description. This description's so fucked up. Okay, so I have a new boyfriend, yay, and we have been seeing each other for about a month now.
Yay!
Yay! Alright, so anyway, the other night we had a Twilight marathon. I love Twilight, and a dream of mine is to have a vampire boyfriend. I've been experimenting with wait, no, Jerome, you have to read this. Listen, like, calm down for a second. I've been experimenting with eating my own blood, and ever since I saw the Twilight books first came out, I consider myself to be a vampire now. I usually just save the blood I lose naturally each month. I usually just keep the tampons in the freezer, etc. I decided that I would try and turn my new boyfriend into a vampire, so I've been cooking my blood into his food when he comes over. I tried making blood pudding as well, but it only works if I have you need a lot of blood. So you just add a little bit of blood from the marinade pasta sauce, etc. He has absolutely no idea. I've been doing this for about 3 to 4 weeks. Do you think he's a vampire by now? No, I think he has HIV. So he needs to get tested.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's so fucking.
You know what? You remember that movie, The Thing? You know how they test it? Drain a little bit of blood in a cup and heat and take a heated wire and zap it and see if it'll react.
Oh, that's so fucking gross, dude.
I know, trust me. At least we'll go into some lighthearted ones these next two.
Tiffany goes, I'm a Twilight fan, but I will never go that far, that nasty bitch.
Exactly. Number 13.
Each their own, but Jesus Christ.
I know, trust me, it's nasty as fuck. Why do people say the sun is a star?
Because it is!
Because it is a star!
Dumb shit.
It's a gigantic nuclear explosion that has created its own mass that actually it basically compressed itself. Like
pretty much. And
this one's pretty funny.
And when it goes boom boom, it becomes a supernova.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then we'll eventually reach the entire heat death of the universe.
Alright, now this one's ridiculous. Number 14. How can I find out if a girl poops before we get in a relationship?
If a girl poops?
Yep.
My head hurts.
That's the point.
My head hurts.
Why does it have to be before a relationship?
I do not know. They did not specify. It's an open question, so no one answered it. Okay, so here we go. Here's the description. I am a man, and I'm looking for a woman who does not poop. How can I figure out if a girl poops or not?
Actually, I got the perfect conclusion. It's called cat dog.
So you're looking for a woman who does not defecate. Well, good luck with that, my friend, because we all...
Yeah, exactly. And it says, I broke up with my last girlfriend after I found out that she poops, and I do not want that to happen again.
Well, was she accidentally pooped on you? God.
No, have you ever read the book Everybody Poops? Exactly.
Wait, Superman fans, I have to ask my girlfriend that. Oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah, no.
I just saw your laugh though, Shane. It was pretty damn funny.
Hey, look, does Tyler poop?
Fuck you. There's no Tyler in this fucking asshole.
I'm taking that as a
All right, number 15. Will my laptop get heavier if I put more files on it?
Oh my!
No, that's if you get a higher window.
Okay, now here we go. Someone actually answered this. The answer is, LOL. Yes, mine has tons of files now. I need a forklift to take it to the next room. Edited 2 years ago. Okay. Number 16 makes no sense. Number 16. 2 years ago, a cat bites my hand. Now, after 2 years, can I eat a pineapple or will I die?
Oh my god.
First of all, where's the correlation of if a cat bites you or nibbles on you that if you eat a fucking pineapple, you're gonna drop dead?
I don't know. That's so fucking stupid.
That's like saying, oh, I actually got a splinter, and since it hit inside my finger, if I touch a piece of brass, my hand will turn into a fucking Rubik's Cube. I don't know. Stupid.
All right, so here,
that's like me going up on the rooftops and yelling out my hands, and they're suddenly covered in chicken.
All right, some guy actually answered this. He goes, yes, you will die. Cat pineapple interactions are a hidden killer responsible for 6 trillion deaths a year. You out of the gene pool. And the guy says, yep, go out of the gene pool. Exactly.
I agree.
Number 17. How do you pee if you have your testicles removed?
Oh my god!
That's what the anus is for.
God damn it.
Have you noticed most guys sitting down? Yeah, that's why.
Oh god, some guy answered it. He goes,
don't feed into it. They don't need positive reinforcement.
Exactly. Okay, number 18.
Oh my god.
There's two more. I think I'm allergic to the sun. When I got out in the summer, my skin turns red. Is there any way I could confirm it's a disease?
No, you're albino.
Fucker. Beat me to it.
Last one. Number 19.
Keep talking. I'll be right back.
All right, number 19. What is the density of a penis at melting point? God, these are some bad.
I can't handle it.
That's it for that one. I'm going to save the movie one for Jerome when he gets back, but let's go into 18 people who won the class presentation game. All right, so here we go. Number 1.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it says, please give me a B so I can go home and drink wine.
Ha
Exactly. Number 2, when you forget to present an art project about drinking and driving, and then literally read the guy's shirt.
Let's get drunk.
Exactly. Totally. Number 3, white people are crazy.
Oh, I've seen that guy.
Number 4, big data. What is it? Big data is like teenage sex. Everybody talks about it. Nobody really knows how to do it. Everyone thinks Everyone thinks everyone else is doing it, so everyone claims they are doing it. Big data. Number 5, college presentations like when you show her the cultural environmental risk posed by the Dakota Access Pipeline, and it's so fucking big. It's a porno.
Of course.
Exactly. Number 6, in conclusion, I am bitter. Shane, you're gonna Shane. When I saw this, I'm like, you're gonna love this. Number 7, we're excited. I already knew a lot of this, so I didn't cite anything. Here's a picture of Danny DeVito.
That's amazing. I love that.
Thank you, Danny DeVito. Kick it, Danny. All right, so, number 8. It's like that JonTron. You need to watch that JonTron video with Danny DeVito. Kick it, Danny. Yeah.
Oh, God. I haven't seen that.
All right, so number 8, the key success. College presentations be like with DJ Khaled. That's the key to success.
Oh my God.
Exactly. Number 9, a slide with no useful information at all. And it's literally a bunch of useless information.
I like it.
Same here.
I like the cut of that and strip.
Number 10, giraffes. Myth or reality? Illuminati confirmed.
Well then.
Number 11, I had to do a senior presentation on how I changed in the past 4 years of high school, and my freshman year I hated myself, but now I still hate myself.
Okay, what did I miss?
Nothing too much. I'm doing the presentations for. I'm doing 18 people who won the presentation game.
Oh, I was
number 13, abnormal behavior.
Winnie the Pooh.
There was one I wanted to show you, Jerome, real quick. I showed Shane this one. I goes, we're excited. I already knew a lot of information, so I didn't cite anything. Here's a picture of Danny DeVito. Like that one. Number 14, the Rock Formation with Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh, God.
Johnson. It's brilliant. And it shows him turning into a rock.
Oh my God.
I love it so much. And then in 2043, he turns into a mountain.
It all makes sense now.
Uh-huh.
All right, actually, this one makes no sense. Number 15 makes no sense. Number 16. My physics teacher doesn't like Justin Bieber either. September 10th, Justin Bieber is traveling at a constant velocity of 162 kilometers per hour for 3.2 hours until he plows into a brick wall and dies a fiery death. How far did he travel before his well-deserved death?
That's a hell of an equation.
Exactly. Oh my God, number 17, John Cena and Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Okay, so I'm going to read some of the descriptions. John Cena, alive, has 7.1 million followers on Twitter, 15 world title reigns, 5 U.S. title reigns, 4 tag team title reigns, recorded his own entrance theme, recorded and released his own album, leader of the Cena Nation and the Chain Gang, granted over 500 wishes for 6 kids, has hustle, loyalty, respect, never gives up, has a PhD in thugonomics. Jesus Christ, dead, only had 12 followers, no title reigns, didn't make his own entrance theme, hasn't released an album, a figurehead of a hypocritical religion, hasn't granted 8 wishes, even though people pray for him all the time, didn't show any hustle when he died on the cross.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh God,
that last one is kind of funny.
This is the worst one.
Well, hey, you know what? You know what? But Cena and Jesus, well, they both have something. They're able to rise above hate.
All right, so last one of this one. 2 girls are having a Nelson Mandela presentation today, and guess what? That picture they put up. Morgan Freeman.
Well, technically, he did play him in a movie.
Yeah, technically.
Oh God! I actually thought one. I actually forgot one. Kid had in my class had this desktop background. Forgot to change it before his presentation, and look what it is.
What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a Curry dog.
I'm trying to see some titties, son. That's his desktop background.
Oh my God.
Holy shit, man. Sounds like I was playing Ride Racer 2 and I was hitting those sharp curves.
Yeah, right?
This is so funny, that picture. This is like, I'm trying to see those titties. Oh my god. Oh
Sounds
my
like Tyler the Tickler's there.
Fuck you. That's more fucking goddamn.
Tyler the infamous
Wait, Tyler the Tickler, is he French, as in French tickler?
Good. All right, last topic. All right, last topic that I got. 7 movies that are better than the Rotten Tomatoes scores. Way better.
I want to hear this, because I bet you most of this is going to be bullshit. All right.
It is going to be bullshit. First one, Terminator Genesis.
No, fuck you. That movie is not good. It was a big fuck you, and say, oh, hi, how you doing?
Hi, Mom.
Wait, you're frying some burgers? You frying some delicious burgers? Me like it too, please.
Goddamn, Joe.
2 burgers. No, you better not give me just 1 burger. No, dos burgeres. I guess how you say it in Spanish. I don't know. Thank you. Me love me ma. She's the best.
It's dos hamburguesas.
Be quiet, Lucas. Yeah, ma. Burgers.
All right, so yeah, Terminator Genesis is one of them. All right, next one.
That movie's not, and the ending, the after credit sequence, that was another big fuck you. And the movie wants you to forget about the first 2 Terminator movies. Yes, that's Lucas, Mom. That's my young retarded twin. Yes, the ghetto booty. Yeah. What about Shane? Yes, they most of them live in Jupiter / West Palm Beach. Yeah. Well, you can't miss Lucas with his big ghetto booty ass.
Oh dear God.
Oh no, we will. Okay. Huh? How do I know what? Be quiet, Mom.
All right. Next one, the A-Team. The one with Liam Neeson, Bradley Cooper.
You know what? I had mixed reactions, but it had some funny moments here and there.
Yeah, we'll agree. Next one.
Oh my God, you people are going to keep interrupting me. That's Lucas. He can't see you. Okay, as you were.
All right, next one. The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
No, bullshit. That movie was a massive disappointment.
Indeed.
And the way they handled their villains, shit.
All right.
But it got so quiet all of a sudden. Jesus Christ.
All right, next up, The Lone Ranger.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It wasn't as awful as I thought it was going to be, but it's not good at all. Who are they trying to push?
I think it was my number 10 worst of 2013, from what I remember.
That is not a good movie.
Next up, Speed Racer.
Hell no. Fuck no. No, I'm sorry. Trying to adapt that to a live action and made it as goofy and cartoony as they did, no, hell no.
And it was a massive bomb, too. Next up.
Oh, huge.
The Turd Anal Wipe.
Fuck you. Moving on.
Purge Anarchy. Exactly.
That is garbage.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing good about that movie.
Last but not least, MacGruber.
Hell no. This was other than the A-Team to a certain extent, I had a feeling this was going to be fucking shit.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's why I wanted to talk about it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, those are my topics.
Well.
Now I'm going to go listen to some American football before Slideshow Lucas.
Would you shut the fuck up?
Yes, folks, it's actually a band. American football is actually a band. It's out of Urbana, Illinois.
I don't give a flying shit pickle.
And their number 1 song is Never Met, which has 1.1 million views on YouTube. Kios know who American football
Kios
knew who they were.
Wait, Caius knew?
Yeah, he did. He said it earlier in chat. He says, you listen to them too? Awesome.
Oh, shit. Okay, I didn't know that.
All right, so Romy, it's time to see myself and Kirby.
Oh, boy. Here we go. I got it all set up. All right, give me a second here. All right, here we go. I'm going to make this full screen, or nearly full screen. So I won't be able to see the chat. So, and I'm going to minimize this a little bit so I can see your guys' reaction. Be quiet.
You always won the preseason, by the way, Joey. Joe.
Okay, are you making fun of me now, Ma? Be quiet. Leave me alone. Get away from me.
God, that was brilliant. Just you laughing, Shane, made my day better.
Wait, what I do now?
You laughing at all the stuff I was talking about made my day better.
Oh,
that's
good.
For sure.
Fantastic.
Hopefully my topics made you laugh too.
Oh,
I knew.
Definitely.
Alrighty. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Woo! He's like Big Macs. He's like Big Macs are on sale. Yay!
See, that's what dreams are made of, right there.
And make sure there's no no people calling you. You know how you do that, Jerome? There's no people calling you. Make sure you exit out Facebook. There's no one calling you because you won't
because that's where all the photos are.
Oh fuck! Then you're fucked. Then
I am. Oh wait, what's this photo here? Look at Alex.
That was Alex. Look at him. It's like, yeah.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, just like.
Oh my
that's
God.
Like who got their hand caught in the cookie jar?
Exactly.
Lucas.
Oh, here we go with this shit. Here we go. Yeah, fucking empty Deadpool. You got Hannah Montana. You know, she's a blonde and a brunette bitch. Okay, wonderful.
You know.
Okay. I got. Wait, who the hell is this chick? Oh, I showed this chick to Austin. He's like,
Austin's like,
oh, you motherfuckers! I knew you were gonna start.
Yes, Jackie. Oh my God.
Oh, I missed a call. No fucking shit. Okay.
Too bad.
Oh my God, Austin. He's practicing. Oh, I'm taking pictures of that. Fucking A! Fucking dickheads, dude.
Oh my God.
Oh, you sons of bitches. I go, what the fuck, Austin? You look constipated. Quit calling me. You look constipated. Wait, wait, Jackson? Who the hell is this fat, nasty bastard? Wait, you in a year? Get the fuck out of here.
No, it's him after one night in Vegas.
Oh my God, you people are crazy. Shut up! Okay, you got Adam Dickhead Sandler and Jack Nicholson. Fucking wonderful. All right, you fuck off and you fuck off, you goddamn assholes. Okay, what's the next one here? I got a lot of pictures to go through. Okay, Austin, what kind of drugs were you on? Dickhead, what kind of drugs were you on, man? All right, I gotta skip ahead a little bit. Okay, you ready for some great pictures? Okay, what's this one of Gary? What in the hell? Dude, did the rubber ducky like put a spell on you or some shit? Okay, what is this? Okay, good.
Yeah, the rubber.
Okay,
practicing in black magic.
Okay, you're ready.
I'm dying.
Sucker. Okay, here we go. You ready? Here we go. Okay, Gary, what the fuck? Oh, what is this? What is this fucking horse shit? asshole face. Oh God, Lucas is fucking dying. Okay, what's the next one?
Oh man, he's just so excited and he just can't hide it.
Oh, Mr. Garrison messaged me. I wonder what he's got. What? What the fuck?
Surprise! Happy birthday!
Oh
my god!
I look like one of
this episode.
I look like one of those fucking grub worms from The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Okay, what the fuck did you send me now? Okay, shut the fuck. Oh, what? Well, look at all this shit. Wait, Brett. Wait. God damn it. Okay, what's the difference between Drum's head and the Goodyear blimp? Nothing. Fuck off.
You people are killing me.
Okay, now what the fuck is this?
Dude, you missed an entirely good punchline. The punchline should have been, what is the difference between a Goodyear blimp and Jerome's head? Nothing. It's full of hot. They're both full of hot air.
Oh, for fuck's sakes! I like you so much that whenever I see you, I get a boner. Not like a penis boner, but a boner in my heart, a heart boner, a heart on, an affection erection. You know what? That's poetry.
I guess so.
Wait, you and Lucas wish you were the flick pick. I'm bigger than that motherfucker. I take shits bigger than him. Scrawny little dick. Okay. Oh, wait, Adam Sandler called and he says you're hurting his person. Good!
God damn it. I want to see more photos of me.
Wait, Gary, quit fucking send me the same fucking photos! Okay. Okay, next one.
God damn it.
Hold on. Here we go.
That's me getting mad. That's me getting mad. Yeah.
Getting pissed about
When she accidentally nibbles on your giblets. Okay, I'll just skip ahead. Yeah, that's Brett. I took a fucking asshole. I took a fuck you. God damn it, dude. Okay, I'm just skipping ahead because there's a lot of. Hey, okay, you want to see a funny thing? When she accidentally squirts out of the wrong hole.
Oh no!
Oh,
you're funnier than me.
That was fun.
Oh yeah, I should.
Okay. Same one, Gary.
Oh my god! What the shit is
my
that?
god! Fucking dickhead! Okay, what the fuck are you? Okay, yeah, more Adam. Yeah, more Adam. Dude, I'm way fucking bigger than him. I'm like 6'1", 260. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, Brett, what did you send me now? Oh, no, I already read that bullshit. Okay, Jackson Fulcher. Okay, it was the same shit. Okay, you all and Pepsi Man, you quit fucking calling me. You fucking dick turd. Oh my god. Okay, what's this one? Oh my god. Oh, you look like if the Samar from The Rain killed you. All right, what's the next one?
Get it to 25 legs, people. Definitely for Slideshow.
Jackson, you cocksucker! Okay, MC Deadpool. Wait. Oh, fuck off! The house. Yeah, your ass about the size of the house.
I actually have a beach ball from the house.
Hey, Lucas, look at you and it's you and Goldie.
Goldie's not ugly like Scooby-Doo in that movie.
Actually,
Goldie's at least adorable. She has a little friend named Juno.
Seriously, you look like the fucking Joker getting head.
I don't even want to picture that right now.
Whenever he gets a chance of drinking or eating something, I have to.
That's me drinking water.
Wait, Eric messaged you. Lucas's butthole is. Wait, what the? Okay, one at a time, you son of a bitch. Wait, how much Romy could a Romy fuck if a Romy could fuck? A lot. Okay. And who is that fat motherfucker? Wait, Ryan Reynolds wants you. If he was Deadpool, sure, yeah. Okay. Wait. Oh, yes. Okay. Lucas butthole. Assholes 24/7. God damn it! Yeah, I know how I like my burgers.
Oh
Son of a bitch. Okay, yeah, asshole 24/7. He needs some more lube. Well, yeah, it's called silicone. All right. Okay, here we go. What's this one? Look at his eyes. Okay.
Around like as if he's trying to like.
What the
that's fucking nightmare fuel right there.
He's like, yay!
Yeah.
Okay, what's this one here? You look like you just watched if Kate Upton took a dump on your floor. You're like disgusting. You turn off it, turn on at the same time. Oh my god!
We all have our moments.
You look like one of those fucking monsters.
I'm yarping.
You look like one of those. You look like one of those fucking monsters from Amnesia. Okay, what's the next one?
Jesus Christ! What the shit?
I told you these are some of the best. You fucking dickhead! God damn you! These are some of the best photos. And dude, wait, these are not even some of the best. Just okay. What?
Oh my god.
Okay. Wait. Heavy duty silicone. That's some good shit. I get the joke, you asshole. Yeah, hits rate violence, most overrated. You son of a fucking whore. Okay, yeah. That movie kid. Oh, son of a bitch. What, Jackson? What the hell you? Wait. Yeah, BAE watch means a shit. Fucking sending me shit. Oh my god. Okay, what's the next picture? Holy shit.
Extreme close up.
And you're probably wondering what happened here. Like I said, when I copied this and I paint the outside black so it makes it easy to see the photo. Okay.
What the fuck?
You look like Arnold from Total. You look like Arnold from Total Recall when he gets sucked out.
See, I don't know when Lucas ever makes these faces because I'm always putting my nose to something else. I don't ever see.
Dude, like when I rewatch the videos, man, whenever I see something gold, I'm just like, stop, do my work.
Yep.
Yay. He's like, yay, Teletubbies. Okay, next one.
I don't like Teletubbies. I just love these faces. They're just like so fucking random.
Wait, feel the blue steel, Romy. Yeah, it's gonna be blue steel. Fuck out. Wait.
Oh my god.
Go, Lucas. I'm still getting a good workout with these weights. Yeah, them 5-pounders.
Oh, all right, what's next one? Advice, Ernie.
I got some of him eating.
I'm surprised.
Okay, what's this one?
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, what's this one? Yeah, more of them eating fucking Kirby shit.
Kirby shit, you asshole. It's cotton candy. It's
Wait,
good
shit's out cotton candy? Dude, tell him to, like, fucking shit more. That's good.
Oh, God. That just looks wrong. I don't know why I was doing that.
You know why? Okay, this is actually... I entered in the mind of Kate Upton. This is you trying to kiss her. You look like the troll face.
No, this looks like if a girl really gives me a good head, I'm just about to splurge. I'm just like,
son of a Jackson, would you shove that phone up your fucking rectum? Okay, what is this?
Guys, come on now.
Lala Logan?
Wait, no, that's good if they do it. That's fine. Oh wait, Lala Logan. Hey, I bet you that'd be better than Poo Poo Land. And
Anchorman.
Come on.
Wait. What the fuck, dude?
Fuck. Oopsie, man.
Cocksucker! All right, next one. Oh my god, that's creepy.
Oh my lord!
God damn, you're gonna make me die. Okay, what's the next one here? Horror.
I wonder about you people.
What? Hey, wait, what? What the
Moisturize me.
God damn it, Shane. You're killing me. I really need a break.
Oh my god, speaking of fucking Teletubbies. Look at this. Yeah, pixelated wait, what the fuck?
What happens when Lucas is done?
Oh, Brett Greer! No shit. Okay, that was actually pretty clever.
All right.
Okay.
I'll actually give him props for that.
Oh my god. Did you hit your head or something? Like, damn, dude.
I did. God damn you, sons of bitches. Okay.
Oh shit.
He's like, where's my pacifier?
Fucking.
You look like you had a bad cramp.
Oh god, now I have a headache. Oh jeez.
Robin,
like a smug face right there. That's my smug face.
You smug.
I thought you were ready for like tense sexual impact or something.
Could be.
3, 2, 1, blast off. I told you I want fucking audio of it.
Goddamn weirdo.
I said I want my eggs over easy, you bitch. Wait.
God damn it. I don't even know what the hell that was there. I'm just like,
you look like a giraffe taking a shit. Wait. Oh yeah, we already saw these.
Oh god, I am dying.
Look at this. It's just like, okay, during Wimpy Kid, after.
Looks like my face is so fucked up there.
You look like a fucking buckethead.
It does look like a bucket for some reason. I don't know why.
I know, the shape of his head is so square. We got a Hank Hill head going on over there. Holy
fucking rectangle. Okay, what's this one?
You look
like the man in the yellow hat.
Jesus Christ.
So angry.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, jeez. That
Right,
looks like a chipmunk version of myself.
What the fuck you... Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? He puts me on the fucking shit emoji?
Oh my god.
God damn it. Oh, what does this say? Nicholas wanting reference metaphors make sense. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
Guys, come on now. Come on now.
Oh my god!
Fuck, dude. How the fuck did I get this fucking thing?
Oh, fucking Lucas is dying here. Oh, wait. Oh, we already saw that one. Okay.
That's a fucking awesome face.
Yarp.
Wondering.
Okay.
Ready to go in for the kill. That one.
Shit, what the fuck?
What?
Look at that.
Oh my god.
I'm not even sure what to say about that one.
He looks like he's transforming into a fucking monkey.
Yeah, I'd say he's pretty much halfway there.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell he was doing here. Okay. Oh no, here comes the coconut milk.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this.
Oh my god.
Did you pull like a DSP and forgot the cam was on? Yay. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, more. Oh wait, he made another one. They said I could be anybody, so I became fuckboy bucket.
Oh my god! Wow,
that is funny. That is clever.
Oh, Mike and Dave bullshit.
Yeah, Mike and Dave need to fuck off. Oh my god, you look like the Joker with no makeup. Okay, okay?
I have no teeth on the bottom half of my jaw.
What happened?
Well, quit.
Oh my god, Shane!
I don't even know, dude.
What's this one here? Yay! Oh my god!
I'm just like,
wait, can you let me sing? Yeah, when hell freezes over.
Oh.
That just looks like my head in an oval, pretty much.
Seriously, Lucas, what the fuck? How do you make these faces?
I don't know. It's his natural talent, I guess.
Oh my god! You look like a chipmunk.
I'm just like, fucking really?
Okay, I think that was the part where he was. I don't know what it is. Because I think he tried to fart, and then when he made that face, and now suddenly his eyes bugged out. Like, oh, did he shit himself? Okay, that was him laughing at the horrible band names.
Yeah, it was. God damn, I don't know why I have such a talent for those faces.
Shane, look at this one.
Oh my god. Isn't that like the same face from the guy from like American Psycho or something?
No, that is.
You ever seen what was that movie called where the twist at the camp? Oh, summer camp. What the fuck? There was a twist with I don't want to reveal it. Never mind. I forgot what the name of the title was.
Oh, I know. Was it Keepaway Camper? Sleepaway? Sleepaway Camp?
Sleepaway. Yes. You look like the chick's face from Sleepaway Camp at the end, which is like one of the greatest twists I've ever seen in a movie. Cocksucker. Okay. Oh my! There you go, shitting again. Oh wait, what is he doing here? Hey, Lucas is practicing.
No, I was like, imagine me eating something. I think.
Yeah, you're.
Not too easy. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Wait. He's getting head from the cameraman. That's how he makes all those faces. Oh yeah, I don't know if you ever seen this. I think Jackson makes this photo. Look at this. It's from Diarrhea. Yeah, look at it.
I've seen it.
Okay, yeah.
Also, he makes me, baby in the back.
Yeah, he makes me the baby with that fucking face. Okay, oh, see it, Corey, you fuckhead!
Oh my god, Shane, just look at that.
But yeah, Shane, look at that.
Oh, I'm seeing it.
Okay, there's yeah. That's my reaction. You fuckhead. That's my reaction.
Oh my fucking lord.
Gary,
him is fucking crying.
Oh my god! What you quit fucking calling me?
Slideshow Gary.
I did that on oh my god. I'm just skipping ahead. Like I said, let's
I'm surprised you're.
Hey, look, it's a fucking abacus. That's Lucas's favorite toy.
Oh my god, I love that picture.
Ooh. Oh, ooh, look at the Orioles. All right. Wait, what the hell is that fucking thing? Okay, that's pretty funny. Okay,
Slideshow Brett.
Holy shit. Well, yeah, like I said, there was tons. All right, here we go. More of, son of a bitch!
That's me with 2 fidget spinners. Like, yeah.
Oh my god!
Yes, those are my favorites on a picture. Huh? Oh my fucking lord!
Hey, look, and I got Lucas. I got Lucas eating like. Wait, where? Oh my god!
Oh my
I am
God.
not surprised.
Must be wearing my Braun Strowman shirt.
Oh, where's the one when he was sucking on his fingertips? There was one that was funny as fuck. Yeah, there he goes eating.
Finger looking good.
Oh wait, oh, where the hell is it? I thought I just saw it. Okay, here we go.
That's funny.
Okay, wait.
Oh my God.
Oh, come on, load up. Load up. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh wait, I already showed you that one. He's got a spinner on his head.
They just put her on the head. Oh my Lord.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Yes, you get to have the pillow.
Here we go. These are some of the best fucking photos. You ready?
Oh my God.
Look at this shade.
Oh my god.
Yeah, provide that, you fucking. Oh
There we go. Look at this shit. What do we got here? Oh my god, more bullshit. You fuck off.
Oh my
wait,
god, guys,
wait.
come on. Seriously.
Wait,
Like,
what we don't know.
Time is a serious constraint. Like,
Oh, I know. Lucas is waiting for his new gluten-free terrible towel butt plug.
oh my god.
Well, okay, I can understand that. Hold on a minute. There. Just for the time being. There. I know I had to be okay, here we go. What was this one?
That's.
I love that.
I'm going to see that in my nightmares now.
Oh yeah, that thing here. And then look at, oh my god, look at this shit. And then you got
There you go, Shay.
You're shifting your face around all over the damn place, Jim Carrey. God.
And here's probably my favorite picture. You ready? I had to save the best for last.
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, that's brilliant. Yes.
What a
Oh my god.
Okay. I went through all of them, and there you have Slideshow Lucas, almost 2 months in the making.
Oh Lord.
Absolutely
That's
wonderful.
amazing.
Okay, Shadow Mag, I want to hear some stories. I got to hear some stories after that.
Okay. So, these stories that I found on the internet, these are what's commonly known as LNM, which means let's not meet. These are stories about encounters people have had with individuals that can be seen from anything from humorous to downright absolutely creepy.
Right.
Now, I got a few of them here of some very well-known ones, and I'm going to read off a couple of the titles and see which one piques your interest. We have The Smiling Man, Dr. Ramsey.
Dr. Ramsey. That sounds familiar.
Yep. It does, actually. It almost sounds like something out of Courage the Cowardly Dog. He had plans for me. I didn't know that I understood Spanish. They didn't know I understood Spanish.
Okay.
The Bag Lady and the Man in the Yellow Raincoat.
Ooh, okay. Okay, the man in the yellow raincoat sounds promising. And what was the one? Okay, not the bag lady. It was you've been waiting for me, or what was it called again? You've been waiting to.
Hold on, let me see. They didn't know I understood Spanish, or he had plans for me.
Yes, that one.
He had plans for me. What do you say, Lucas? That sound something interesting?
Probably the raincoat one sounds the most interesting to me, honestly.
I said raincoat. Yeah, go with the raincoat one, because that.
Oh, is that raincoat? Okay.
Yeah.
The man in the yellow raincoat.
Did he have Curious George with him?
All right. That's exactly what I was thinking. Okay, let's see. So this is the story that happened to my mom's friend in Korea about 10 years ago. Every time I hear the story, I still get chills. My mom's friend lived in an apartment complex on Seoul. She was a stay-at-home mother with a young daughter, and her husband worked during these days. One day, she was coming home from running errands with her daughter and got into the elevator in her building. When she got on, she noticed that there was a man wearing a cap and a yellow raincoat, and he kept his head low so that she couldn't really see his face. Give me 1 second. Hang on.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck?
Going on over there? Wow, way to break up the tension.
He's got his vibrator in his mouth.
Brush his teeth. Brush his teeth. All right, see. All right. When she got on, she noticed there was a man wearing a cap and a yellow raincoat. And he kept his head low that she couldn't see his face. She immediately felt really uneasy, and she made her daughter stand to her side, furthest away from the man. What made her feel even more uncomfortable was that when she pressed a button for her floor, there was no other lit number. And on top of that, she noticed that he was carrying something wrapped inside newspaper close to his side. Things started to click in my mom's friend's head as she started to panic and decided to take out her cell phone and pretend she was calling home to her husband, who was obviously really not at home or at work. And was at work, sorry. She was starting to saying things like, "Oh, I'm on the elevator. I'm about to get off. Can you get the door for me?" And making it seem like her husband was waiting at home for her. When the elevator did reach her floor, I think she lived on something like the 12th floor, she quickly got off and grabbed her daughter and started to walk as fast as she could to her apartment. She noticed that the man also got off on her floor and was slowly following her down the hallway.
Okay, this is...
When my mom's friend got to her door, she started to bang on it and shout, "Hey, Ibo, husband or dear, I'm home, please open the door," and kind of pretend that he was coming to answer the door. Upon seeing this, the man in the yellow raincoat started to walk away back down towards the elevator. When he seemed to be far away enough, my mom's friend quickly picked up her daughter and slid open her door's passcode thingy. This was usually how people got into their homes in Korea. And started to frantically punch in the key code. But the problem was that the buttons wouldn't make sound, so the man knew no one was going to answer the door for her. And
oh my God.
With this, he turned around and started to run back towards her. My mom's friend at this point was practically screaming, and when she finally got the door to open, the first thing she did was throw her daughter through the door. When she got herself, she saw the man was pretty much inches from the door. But she managed to shut it and lock it right before he could wedge his hand or weapon into the door.
God.
Afterwards, looking through the door's peephole, she saw the man was walking away back towards the elevator. Several months later, my mom's friend was watching the news where there was coverage of a capture of a serial killer named Yu Young-shu, who used to kill a lot of prostitutes. My mom told that she could never forget the dread she felt when she saw the all-too-familiar yellow raincoat and hat he was wearing when he was apprehended.
God,
Talk about
some fucking
crazy shit.
That's like a fucking live-action horror film. Son of a bitch.
That's nuts, honestly.
Oh my God! Hey, my payment request for my next JoJo figure just came in. Nice.
JoJo.
I got one more story in me, so we can either go with. You want to do? He had plans for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Remember, guys, he's all from Reddit, from the subreddit known as Let's Not Meet. Is a really interesting subreddit. It's one of those if you're really into the mood for some scary, spooky stories.
Yeah, I like the fucking name, man.
Also, another one is No Sleep. There's actually, I'm going to do a shameless little plug-in for a podcast I listen to called No Sleep. They're really good, and they do reading stories and such like that. In fact, they've actually got me inspired to do.
You know what? The guy in the yellow raincoat, I bet you that was the guy in the yellow hat. He was looking for a replacement for Curious George. That's why there's so many kidnappings.
Oh, no. Sounds so wrong.
I know.
Yeah. Come on.
What the fuck, Lucas? Oh, Shane, I want to hear this other story because if it's, man, I don't know how it's going to top that first one, but go ahead.
All right, here we go. This is done by someone, by the way, his name is Gen Legend 3. I always try to give credit to everyone where credit is due.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. Sorry if you read this in the No Sleep Reddit already, but since it was really real as opposed to No Sleep Real, I wanted to post it here too. No Sleep, by the way, is also a place where most people get their horror stories at, and they're usually fake, but sometimes people wedge in a real story here and there, and it can get pretty fucking real. Anyways, so yesterday I was at my sister's house, and my mom was watching my son and nephews play in the yard. One of my nephews, Harrison, was picking bark off a tree when I remembered an odd encounter I had as a kid. I said, "So weird," out loud, thinking about the encounter. My mom inquired what I was thinking about, so I told her. When I was a kid, I was hanging out the pine cone forest, which was what was the neighborhood kids called a small patch of trees on the side of the road. I was picking bark off one of the trees to pass time, waiting for my friend Frankie to finish his homework and come out to play. Out of nowhere, it seemed a guy came up to me. I could smell him before I saw him. He smelled like stale cigarette smoke.
Oh, fuck.
That's the worst.
You know the one, right?
Yeah.
I was kind of scared when I looked at him. He wasn't very old, but he had a very lazy eye. He had a very lazy eye that was cloudy, and his teeth and fingernails were stained yellow.
Oh my god! Does he drive a fucking white van?
Yeah, right. Free candy and naps. Oh my god. My mom taught me to be nice to people, even if they don't look like that to me. So I faked a smile and said hello. "What are you doing?" he asked me. The smell of his breath was the worst. I'm picking the bark off this tree. "You shouldn't do that. It's like picking off this tree's skin. How would you feel if someone picked off your skin?" he said while lightly pinching my arm with a sharp yellow nails. I don't know," I replied and took my arm back. Just then, Frankie's mom called out for me out the door and told me to come in and wait inside. I didn't think anything of the whole thing at the time. When I told my mom about this, she had a look of, I don't know, guilt maybe?
Look of, where's the fucking shotgun?
All right. Let's see. She said that it was probably time I knew the whole story. She never thought I'd forgot about. She thought I'd forgot about the whole encounter. She never brought it up to me. Sorry. First, you should know that the neighborhood I grew up in was a small, knit-tight community. Everyone here knew each other, and there was no reason for an outsider to come here unless they knew someone there. Anyway, here's what happened to this guy. Frankie's mom, Sonia, noticed that a white van with no windows parked on the side of the road. How cliche, right?
Oh my god, I just fucking mentioned that too. Jesus Christ.
She didn't recognize it, but figured it might have been a visitor or her neighbor. Sonia said, or rather told the police, that the van had been there all morning and afternoon. She was kind of keeping an eye on it. She said that she was just having a bad feeling about it. Her house had a huge window in front facing the pinecone forest, and the van was parked next to it. She saw me waiting for Frankie and kept a constant eye on the van while holding the phone just in case. She saw the man exit the back of the van and walk up to me. As soon as she saw him grab my arm and pinch me, she called the cops. That's when she called me into her house. The cops stopped the guy outside of my neighborhood. In the back of his van were binoculars, a Polaroid camera, and pictures of me taped all over the walls and ceiling. At me at school and at my grandparents' house at the bank with my mom, just me everywhere I went. But that's not all. He had the key to a storage room unit on him. Inside the unit, they found a cabinet full of knives, a lot of knives, paring knives, a butcher's cleaver, a fin fillet knife, a melon baller, just these various knives of all shapes and sizes. There was also a few anatomy books, obstetrical equipment, duct tape, 10 empty 5-gallon buckets. In the middle of the unit was an old bed that was used to restrain mental patients, so it had wrist and ankle straps. and the entire inside of the unit was covered in plastic wrap. My mom said he was in high-security mental institution for the criminally insane when she last heard. So that was pretty creepy to me, and I figured I'd share.
Oh my God! It's like I almost want to hear one more story, but I don't know if we have enough time.
We're right at the 2.5-hour mark right now, so
yeah, I could do one more.
One more, please. Okay, what were the other ones? I'm really intrigued with these stories. Can you repeat them one more time, really quick?
Okay, so what we have is the Smiling Man, Dr. Ramsey.
Dr. Ramsey.
Roommate wanted, female only.
That one.
That one? Okay.
Yeah.
Roommate wanted, female only. This was written by...
That sounds real interesting.
This was written by someone named Scars and Stripes on the Let's Not Meet
Scars
Reddit.
And Stripes. That's kind of clever.
All right. This is a popular story with my family and most of my friends. Amanda is my brother's girlfriend. At the time of this story, she was looking for her first apartment and moving out of her parents' house. Her and her brother didn't want to move in together, since they had only dated for a few months. She opted instead to search for a roommate online. Browsing Craigslist, she found an ad titled something like "Roommate Wanted, Females Only." This sort of thing was common since the area she was looking in was mostly young professionals. The listing was for a room in the house that was for about $225 a month, which was quite cheap compared to the most places listed, especially depending on where you live.
Mm-hmm.
The occupant listed herself as a 23-year-old college student that wasn't comfortable with living with any males. The other roommate would have to be their own room and have attached bathroom. So far, Amanda was into this place. However, the listing only had a single photo from outside the property. Amanda sent an email wanting to meet the occupant and tour the house. Within 30 minutes, she received an email back with all the details and time to stop by. The girl worked late hours and wanted Amanda to stop by at 8 p.m. When Amanda arrives, there was a handwritten note on the door saying, "Door broken, use back door." Walking around the house, it looks nice but slightly unkempt. Tall grass, weeds, dusty windows, etc.
It means it hasn't been keeping maintenance in quite some time, especially when you're taking the back door. That's not a good first sign.
No, absolutely not. At first, Amanda thinks that she had the wrong house. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, no, I'm sorry, I skipped a sentence. Still no alarms for Amanda, though. When she knocks at the back door and the older man opens the door. At first, Amanda thinks that she had the wrong house, but the man reassures her and says that the occupant, I forgot her name, was out and he was the landlord. The occupant asked him to meet Amanda since she was working late. He seemed pleasant and offered to show her around. Alarms started going off, but not at the red alert yet. First, the guy was clearly in his 40s, unshaven, looked like he lived in his car. Also, the kitchen light was on.
Okay.
As they walked around the house, Amanda noticed one huge red flag. No furniture. Nothing.
Weird.
The landlord was polite about answering questions, but seemed irritable to keeping lights on for too long. Rushing her around, only letting to look at rooms for only a few moments. There was a single room in the landlord that would not open. There was a single room that the landlord would not open, telling her that it was the occupant's room and he didn't want to invade her privacy. As they walk down the hallway into the living room, she notices the front door has a plank nailed across it. Broken, for sure. Amanda's creepometer started to ding, so she decided to wrap up and walk through the walkthrough and leave, but trying to be polite about it. As she's giving the guy her thanks for showing bit, he perks up and states that he forgot to show her the basement.
Okay, that's fuck that shit.
It's recently furnished and would be a great rec room, and she would take a look down there. At the time, Amanda and the landlord are standing in the small hallway between the front living room and the back kitchen. In this little hallway was the basement door. When he opened the door, it opened outward to create something like a barrier between Amanda and the back door. The basement was pitch black. He smiles and motions down the stairs and says, "Ladies first." What happens next is nothing more than a stroke of luck. Amanda gets a text just as some random person parks in the front of the house. Thinking on her feet, she pretends it's a phone call and answers her phone. "Hey, yeah, are you here? I'll come out from the back and let you in." It's great. You have to see it. With a motion of confidence, she excuses herself around the landlord and walks out to the back door. She says the guy just looked at her like he was confused. Once outside, she sprinted to her car and sped like hell out of there.
Thank God.
Yep, exactly.
When Amanda got home, she told her mother and my brother everything. Cops were called, they took her to statement and went to investigate. The Craigslist post has been since removed. The house has been foreclosed for 6 months earlier and the property has been abandoned. When the police investigated, they found the closed room. The landlord didn't want her to look in. And where was the man who has been staying the entire time? There was a pile of old dirty blankets, rotten food, and empty gallon jugs everywhere. More creepy that he had plastered ripped up pages from porno mags all across the walls in the room.
The fuck?
The really scary part about this was the basement. The man had tied a thin piece of fishing twine at the shin level across the stairs down halfway down the point.
Oh, so she'll fall to her, like she'll fall maybe to her death, or she'll be knocked unconscious or something. Yeah. Oh man!
The basement was empty except for another pile of old blankets, a broom handle wrapped in leather belts, and a small box with a few rolls of assorted tape, duct, electric, etc. That's fucking crazy.
Right now, I'm just like looking over my shoulder, like, okay.
yeah, right.
Like, I don't have a basement. Fuck.
I can't have a basement.
Yeah, I don't either.
Oh, see, that's why I don't trust basements, man. I don't trust them.
Oh, yeah. Keep these stories on hand because I want to hear more of this shit in the future. I do.
Oh yeah, there'll be plenty more. Definitely, I'll definitely be looking.
Wait, Shane, I don't know. Did you mention that the guy got arrested or not? Or?
Well, the epilogue said that the house had been foreclosed over 6 months earlier, and the property had been abandoned. When the police investigated, they found the closed room that the landlord didn't want her to look in. So essentially, I think it was someone just setting up a trap. It almost sounded like some transient person in a sense.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I don't think the guys caught him. Maybe
weird.
They did. Yeah, I know. That's fucking creepy, dude. That's why I don't trust. I don't trust.
DTA don't trust anybody.
Well, that Craigslist.
Even Jackson's like, I want to hear more of these stories.
I'd love to, but we're running out of time.
Yeah, we're like, yep, they want more stories, so yeah.
I'll have to bring it in next week if you guys want to hear more.
Next week.
The only difference is that, Shane's telling these stories. It's like, well, Lucas is already so fucking ugly. It's like Tales from the Crypt. All you need to do is come to the crypt.
Yeah, I wish we would have hit our goal though.
Almost.
Of our 25 likes, but unfortunately, I did.
Well, you do have your shirt off.
Yeah, I did. That's because I'm getting ready for bed.
Good night. I guess that sums up for this episode number 94, eh?
That's right, episode 94. It was crazy to say the least. Thank you all for joining us tonight. What a great show it was. I am definitely tired, that's for sure. Especially from the episode. That's why I got getting ready for bed, because it's pretty tired. I got to get up early and probably need to get some work done early in the morning. So thank you all for joining us, and I thank you all for being here for part of this great show. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week for episode number 95. Only 5 away now from episode 100.
Almost. Oh no, it's 15 away to a perfect 110.
You got 5 left before 100. Episode 100 will be,
if things go well. That is.
If things go well. Can we have an episode this week? We might be able to fit another one this week, but.
Lucas, like your face is all glistening and shiny. You look like she's got done doing a bukkake.
I put on you fuck off from me. Anyway, got 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably around the 15th or 22nd was what we're looking at. Right around the time of my birthday.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's right by your birthday, yeah, so.
It's nuts, that's to say the least. And yeah, I'm going to get this probably. I'm not going to keep this design. I'm probably going to get it updated a little bit thinner, but it's pretty good, though. I'm definitely thinking of getting it tattooed on my birthday, 25th birthday.
Shane O'Mac, final words?
My I hope you all enjoyed the show. As much fun as I did, as much fun as the rest of us did, that's for sure. With that being said, hopefully I'll be able to bring you more stories for the next episode. So I got plenty more, trust me. I've got a whole listing full of them. So with that being the case, thanks again for joining us. And as always, keep it stylish and hail Santa.
Hail Santa. That should be a name of a band.
Yeah, it should be, right?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for everyone that's tuning in to episode 94 of Pain and Gain. Stay tuned for the latest updates as when 95 will be airing live on LCMuscles 28. Signing off for Shadow Mac, Pimp Daddy, and Literal Lucas LCMuscles. This is Romy Boy Jane Money saying stay tuned. And once again,
motherfuck the man who peed on people.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Motherfuck the asshole in Glendale who had to piss on a family in Metallica. Get that to pull some R. Kelly bullshit. Now, if you excuse me, the only thing I'm going to be seeing, not pee, but whoosh. And that, of course, is awesome porn with the classic Asian MILF, Asia Carrera.
See you later. Stay awesome, everybody. Have a great night. And go.